Okay. Alrighty, everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of the McDonCast.
The funnest podcast in town.
The only podcast around. Hello, everyone. We got a bunch of news. So many news for not even any real reason. There was just like a ton of news just sort of happened all of a sudden.
And we're recording this before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Where there will undoubtedly be more trailers than there are now.
Yes. Oh, definitely. We have a much bigger draw than they do.
Don't do that.
Oh, the big game, actually.
Oh,
can't say that word.
The big game.
Anyway, Nintendo Direct. We had a Nintendo Direct with a bunch of announcements. We had a bunch of TV news. We got Ghostbusters. We have Brie Larson. We got Anthony Ramos, who's dead. We have Beauty and the Beast. We have Warner Bros. We got Lightyear. We got all the things today, gamers. So let's get right into the news, starting off with the Nintendo Direct. Tucker, take it away. What's the first game?
So, we cold open. Patrick's making a lot of noise, but you probably can't hear it.
Just trying to get out of the practice.
Patrick, you know you can hang up and then call us back when you get home, right?
That's not true.
We're doing gaming news. You hate this segment.
No, I love this thing. I come in, I tune in just for this.
All right.
All right, anyway. So we cold opened with the announcement of a new Fire Emblem Warriors game, subtitled Three Hopes. Obviously, this is another Warriors, so...
It's another Warriors game, yeah.
It's another one of those.
I don't think we need to explain what those are at this point.
This is set in the same universe as Fire Emblem Three Houses, the last mainline game, with characters from that coming back for this. So Eldegard, Dimitri, Claude, Byleth.
The ones from that game.
The ones from the game.
You know the game.
I find this kind of interesting that I guess this was only made because I guess Age of Calamity did well.
Yeah, probably.
Because I guess the idea of mainline games and then like just Warriors stuff to kind of fill the gaps is something they're going to continue doing.
Yeah, it seems that way.
The Warriors formula doesn't work for pretty much any Nintendo franchise outside of these two. Like, there's just not enough.
Well, they randomly did a Persona 5 one for some reason.
Well, that's not a Nintendo IP, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that they've done them for other IPs.
Like, I'm saying, like, this, there's not enough, like, characters for this to work for, like, Metroid or...
Yeah, all right, Patrick, can you mute yourself for a second or something?
Is it loud?
Yeah, it's just like random ruffling and machine noises.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay, anyways. Fire Emblem. Yeah. So
did we get a date for this?
I don't know.
I don't even think we got a window.
I don't think we did. I mean, it's probably a ways out.
Yeah, it was all pre-rendered cutscenes. So
I'm surprised how much stock Nintendo has in these Warriors games.
They must sell really well, or like
even though like they run like absolute dumpster fire garbage on the Switch. Like that's
apparently the first Hyrule Warriors runs fine.
Yeah, but that also ran on the 3DS.
Was made for the Wii U
and was on the 3DS.
Was on a 3DS.
All right.
Okay.
Second game we had was Advance Wars 1 and 2.
This is obviously a remaster or a remake or something
of Advance Wars.
Advance Wars 1 and 2, which were Game Boy Advance games.
Yes.
So
it is now voice acted. At least parts of it are. You can now fast forward gameplay and reset your turns, which is just some quality of life stuff. Features local and online multiplayer as well as custom maps. Hopefully those are actually multiplayer and aren't just like local, because that would be stupid. Mm-hmm. And that comes out on April 8th. We've known this one's been coming out for a long time.
Oh yeah, just got delayed.
Now, this one was interesting. I was definitely not expecting this, especially not to be running locally on the Switch.
Yeah, just straight up internally.
No Man's Sky is coming to Switch. I did not see this coming at all.
Mostly because I didn't think anyone still cared about No Man's Sky.
Yeah. For one, it's a little too late. For two, I don't even know how they got this to run. I mean, the trailers look good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that graphically intense.
Yeah.
So this is just straight up a port of No Man's Sky. It's gonna have all the most recent DLC, aka the stuff that apparently people say actually makes the game fun, and there's stuff to do now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like the concept for this game. It just seems kind of boring.
Yeah.
The idea of just you can go to any planet and they're all unique and you can kind of like space pirates or whatever. But just the idea of like go to planet, build small house.
It's very Minecraft
planet.
It's like there's not a lot of set goals to do. Anyway, so that's coming out this summer. We didn't get an exact date, but I believe they said it's coming in the summertime.
They did say this direct was mostly going to focus on first half of the year stuff.
Yeah,
and they
I
pretty much stuck to it. Most of the stuff is coming out.
Yeah, I don't think we had a single announcement that wasn't something.
We had like stuff that was like in the fall, and there was like 2 or 3. But that was it. Most of this stuff was all summer, which makes me really anticipating E3 because it means all of the back half
all the
of
cool stuff is going to be in E3.
It's going to be at E3.
All right, and next up we have a confirmation that Salmon Run,
from
the
Splatoon
mode,
2, the co-op horde mode is coming back for Splatoon 3,
and it has some like new features.
So
obviously,
they're calling it New Wave.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna have new maps and some new bosses, and they were really focusing on this just a really big one.
Yeah,
just a really big salmon guy. It mostly looks pretty much the exact same, but there's not a whole lot on that mode that really needed improving.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty fun.
I'm just glad they made it back. It's a
most
fun
people
mode.
that play it seem to really enjoy it. I don't actually have Splatoon 2, so I've never played it, but the people that have played it seem to enjoy that mode.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, we got Front Mission First remake. We got a trailer for that.
I don't know what that game is.
I don't know what that is either. It launches this summer. Apparently, the second one is also getting a remake at some point in the future. This one was kind of weird. Disney Speedstorm. So it's a free-to-play Mario Kart knockoff with cross-play, local multiplayer, online multiplayer. And it will have a battle pass with more characters promised to come out in the future.
Why?
Yeah, it's developed by the people who made Forza. Or not Forza, what's the other Forza?
The like iPhone one?
No, not Asphalt. No, it's the actual, there's Forza and there's the other one.
Gran Turismo?
No. PlayStation one.
Burnout?
No. What's the other racing game? Hold on.
Gran Turismo is, I think, what you're thinking about.
Developers of Disney Speedstorm.
The only time this has been searched up.
Game Loft. They made.
Oh, they're the iPhone.
Okay,
developer.
they made that one too. But they did
like
make an actual
Minion
racing
Rush.
game. I know that they did make an actual
it was Asphalt.
racing.
I was right. It was Asphalt.
Yeah, Asphalt. Well, yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Maybe they made Asphalt. I don't remember.
They're the iPhone mobile endless rendering game studio.
Yeah.
So get hyped
if you've
for
played
that.
an iPhone game, you've seen their logo.
This just is an iPhone game.
Yeah,
I don't know why they're.
I don't know why it's on the Switch.
The Switch is a mix of straight up like AAA Nintendo games, your Nintendo Wii type shovelware, and just normal mobile games they've put on there for no reason.
And then like AAA games from like 2 generations ago.
And then like 2007's hottest game, re-released with no graphical improvements.
Because the Switch wouldn't be able to handle it if it did.
Or it would shut down the console from the generation where we have 4K graphics and 120 frame rates.
Very cool. Good job, Switch. All right, anyway. After that one, what on earth is this announcement? Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series 1 and 2 will be coming July 8th.
These are ports.
These are ports of Wii U games.
Oh, no, they're not on the Wii U. They were on the Wii.
Ports of Wii games.
They're 2D. They're 2.5D platformers.
Yeah, so I feel like the characters were designed by the guy who designed Sonic, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's...
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So if you're a fan of platformers, I've heard from one YouTuber that they're good.
I've heard...
Arlo seems to like them.
Good for Arlo.
Good for Arlo.
Some things.
What a dude. What a man. What a purple, blue little monster man.
We got the Mario Strikers sequel.
Yeah, so this is one of the 2 hype announcements.
Mario Strikers Battle League. This was one of the major ones. So,
so this was... People just didn't think this was going to get a sequel. Like,
I think it's the last one. I don't even think there was one on the Wii. I think the last one was on the GameCube.
Yeah.
So people have been wanting... Well, one, they've been working slowly through all of the Mario sports stuff.
Yeah.
We've gotten golf, tennis, Olympics, party. That's a sport.
Yes. Party the sport.
And I think the only ones we're missing now is baseball. I think that's the last one.
Yeah.
Now that we're doing strikers, which nobody really expected them to do. But hey, we're getting one.
And it looks good.
The animation looks great, which just shocked the crap out of me because that never happens.
Well, and the other sports games look kind of like, not that
They
good.
just look fine. But this one has like actually good graphics animation. The UI looks good. I've pulled up the images on my computer of screenshots they put out.
Yeah, here, let me pull it up on the one that they can actually see.
I know, that's what I'm trying to imply. Suggestively that you pull it up on your own computer.
Breakers, Switch. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That art looks very good. I like that a lot. Let's see. We got Mario kicking a thing. We got a tornado on the
thing they're
soccer
selling in
field.
this one is just like Tennis Aces. The big focus of this one is special moves.
And they also have like sort of a
gear.
character customization system where you can like change your stats.
The good thing about Nintendo customization systems is that they don't know how the internet works, and so they don't do the crappy like loot box system.
Yeah,
You just have to buy them in game
because they can't, because they don't know how it works, which is good for us. All right.
That got a date too.
Oh, it does, what's the date?
June 10th.
June 10th. Oh, that's soon. Okay, cool.
Pre-orders start already. So
Nice. Pre-order that if you want it. Next up, in the same vein of mobile games that are being ported to Switch, Force Unleashed 1 Enhanced port is coming to the Switch. Enhanced, it has like some slight...
I mean, I'm assuming it
changes.
runs at a higher frame rate because it's running on a console from this generation.
Yeah, it just has some slight changes to make it, like it has HD Rumble and some other like Switch
Right, they
stuff.
did sell... They sold. I remember they were like enhanced if you played in handheld. No, they were like enhanced graphics if you played in handheld, and I'm like, that's just because it's a smaller screen, Nintendo.
Yeah,
trying to trick me.
So,
I know what you're doing.
well, that it came out for consoles like of the like 2
yeah,
generations
it was on
ago.
consoles.
But anyway, yeah, Force Unleashed is coming out. That's cool. I feel like
just one.
people like that game. I'm glad to see it's coming out.
Glad that
again.
all the no longer canon Star Wars content is finally coming to modern gen systems.
And next up, we have Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection. I don't know how you spell Ezio. I did my best there.
Which I think is 1, 2, and 3.
Well, yeah. Well, not 1, 2, and 3. It's
Or is it 2, 3, and 4? Or?
it's some random number of them with different subtitles.
Where it's the same.
The one with the
guy.
dude with the white hood, the assassin. You know the Assassin's Creed.
The assassin from Assassin's
You know
Creed.
the Assassin's Creed guy. It's that guy.
I like how back when the Assassin's Creed games were about actual assassins, and not just we're just doing a Vikings game now,
Or a Egypt game.
or you're just doing the Odyssey, just the book, the Odyssey. You're just doing that.
So that's cool. Glad to see those coming to Switch. I'm surprised they weren't on the Switch already, to be honest. All right. We got another dumb mobile game. We got a Mobile Suit Gundam iPhone game coming to the Switch. It's called SD Gundam Metal Alliance. I do not care.
Yay!
Chrono Cross Remaster with enhanced soundtrack and option to turn off random encounters. It's coming April 7th. So,
Remember Chrono Trigger?
yeah. So is this the sequel or the prequel to
This
Chrono
was the
Trigger?
sequel to Chrono Trigger, the SNES game. This one was on the PlayStation exclusively, I think.
Yeah, so it's got some redone background. Some of the visuals have been updated. It's still in 4:3 for some reason, which infuriates me, but whatever, what are you gonna do?
I don't even understand why.
This should have been on...
They say remaster because they've just
This should have been on the
it.
Nintendo Switch Online thing. This should not have been its own
Well, I
thing.
think they have to do this because it's a PlayStation game.
Yeah.
So they
All
can't-
right, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We got a trailer. We got a whole
Oh my
lot
God.
of new
this was
gameplay
the
revealed
big
for this
focus,
game.
which makes sense because it's what everyone thought. It's the next big
Yeah,
game.
it's the next big Nintendo game.
So they just showed off some more general gameplay. They announced that you can upgrade copy abilities and make them more powerful.
Yeah, you
which
have like a
seems
little
cool.
store where you can upgrade your abilities, and he also has a whole new skill. He can like halfway eat stuff
and become it.
and like not it's not like copy ability where he like gets their powers or whatever. He's just like takes the shape of that object and then does whatever it
So
does.
basically, do you remember Super Mario Odyssey? Do you remember the part in that game where you would throw your hat and possess it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but instead of possessing it
But
with
instead
your
of possessing
hats,
monsters, you possess vending machines and cars.
you're just shoving it in your mouth and you become a car.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that mechanic. So the ones they confirmed were car Kirby, vending machine Kirby, cone Kirby,
And light
then-
bulb Kirby.
and light bulb Kirby.
It's interesting. It looks Visually, it's a little weird looking,
Yeah.
but I think it'll be a fun mechanic.
I'm looking forward to this game, which is the first time I've ever said that about a Kirby game.
Yeah, because
A game for 3-year-olds.
Because this isn't a Kirby game. This is the sequel to Super Mario Odyssey that we wanted.
This is the Kirby game that should have come out 25 years ago.
Yeah, this should have come out on the
in
GameCube.
the 90s on the N64.
Yeah.
But it does actually look like some actual fun.
It looks like
a fun game.
It looks like Mario Odyssey, just with
it
Kirby.
just looks like more Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
which is fine because the Mario Odyssey
It's a good game.
All
All
right.
right.
It comes out on March 25th. But we already knew
Yes,
that.
hype for that. And to kill the hype, a Japanese
MLB
baseball player
The
from
Show.
the Angels and a Muppet announced that MLB's The Show is coming to Switch.
This is the MLB just basic.
And that's going to be on
Like
April
baseball
5th.
game.
If you like sports games that are boring, this game's for you.
This was a franchise exclusive to the PlayStation for a really long time, and then they just decided, nah. And
Let's
so it's
make
going
money
multi-plat.
instead. All right, yeah. I don't care about that at all.
Kingdom
Hearts is still, reminder that Kingdom Hearts is still coming to Switch. We can skip it. We talked about that so many times. Some weird 2D platformer. Yeah, okay, that's we already talked about that. Portal 1 and 2 coming to Switch. This is cool.
This is cool. I'll probably buy this.
This should have been on Switch 5 years ago.
Well, I don't even think these are on modern gen systems.
Nope.
I'm sure you can do it on.
It's only on PC as far as I'm aware.
I know I know at least Portal 2 came out on the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think these have had modern console ports.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really cool. I really wanted to play those games. My computer is a piece of crap.
Yeah, so now you have a way to do that. And it
So-
seems to be running pretty well, too.
Well, yeah, it's
From the trailers we saw.
15 years ago. But it does. I'm actually looking forward to that. And I think they just said late summer on that.
Yeah, it's coming this year. They didn't say
Yeah,
when.
this year is what they said.
And then we got a game called Live a Live, Live Alive, Live a Evil. I don't
think
know.
it's supposed to be Live Alive.
The title was Live Alive. The logo is Live a Evil. And they said Live a Live a couple times during the trailer. I don't really know what it's called.
I don't think that's because
It's another one of those 2.5D
It's running on
RPG
the same engine
games.
as Octopath. You can tell it's
Yeah,
running
it
on
looks
that
really, really cool.
engine. It's cool.
I don't think I'll
play.
play it because I don't care.
Never heard of this game
And
before.
it is notably, this is the first time it's released outside of Japan. Apparently it came out in Japan a while ago, and now it is coming to the West via the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool. I don't have the time for an RPG like that, but if I did, I would consider playing it.
Okay, now is the big boy.
This is the only announcement I was genuinely hyped about.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Nintendo Switch Sports, the long-awaited sequel to Wii Sports
Resort.
Res-
No,
well, that's the sequel.
you're forgetting about Wii Sports Club, which was just
That
a
doesn't count.
glorified port of Wii Sports on the Wii U.
That
That was
doesn't
pretty
count.
much not available anywhere.
Nintendo Switch Sports finally coming out for the Switch.
Full-fledged actual sequel
Actual
to Wii
sports game. You don't have to buy the 15 different Mario sport games. Instead, you can play this.
It does. All of this one will cost you $60 instead of the last Wii Sports, which just came with your Wii.
Yeah, so it's not free, unfortunately.
Honestly, you know what'd be the most type thing if they announced this is the pack-in game for the Switch from now on.
That would
Or the
be
Switch Pro
awesome.
or something.
That'd be great.
That'd be so cool,
That'd be
but they
cool.
won't do
They're
that
not going to do that.
because they
That
want
would be cool. It doesn't have Mii's, which is weird. That
Yeah,
was
no,
a
you
little
don't use
jarring to
Mii.
see,
You just
especially because Mii's are. There's a Mii maker in the
on
Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just aren't used for anything.
They just don't use them,
I
which
think
is
they
weird.
want to move away from Mii's.
I feel like they should keep them. I feel like that was a good avatar
I
system.
think next console they're just gonna dump them because the whole bit of Mii's was that it was on the Wii.
Well, the only
You were
reason
Mii on the
the
Wii.
only reason they kept them around this time was for Smash Bros.
They did that, and it was for Nintendo account. It just automatically linked over. But they were on the 3DS too. I think they're just gonna dump them after the Switch.
Yeah.
Whatever the next thing is, I think we're just gonna move completely away from those. Although, no, you know what? Because they did Miitopia too.
Yeah, that also just
They did
came out.
Miitopia on the Switch too. They ported that over. I don't know what they're doing, but this one you just make custom characters that kind of look like Mii's, but they just
I
kinda
feel
look
like this is
normal.
what they should have just made the Mii's into when they released the
Yeah,
Switch.
they should have just updated.
They should have
Mii
just said
system.
a new updated Mii's.
Yeah, I don't.
It would have been hard
Maybe
to
we'll
do.
do that for the next console. Maybe that'll be a thing.
Anyways,
Anyway.
I'm hyped for this. We never actually had a Wii growing up, so we never had Wii Sports. We could only play it at our friend's house.
Whenever we played at our friends or the cousins,
They were always
or
way
whatever.
better at it than we were, because
I can confirm that we.
Oh my gosh,
Patrick's
Patrick's
back.
back.
yes. So yeah, Patrick, we're getting a Switch Sports. Does that make you want to buy a Switch more?
Honestly, kind of, because Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort Those are my favorites.
Yeah, Patrick, imagine just, you're going, out with your friends, you just grab your Switch, you just do some Wii Sports.
You boot up.
You go to a party, you can bring the sports with you.
I know, that's the idea.
I think this is a good idea. I'm glad they made this.
So they announced some returning modes, which are tennis, bowling, and the sword fighting game from Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah.
And
Those
then,
are great.
Which are the 3 best ones. Those are the ones
and then the
and
ones-
golf. Golf is coming in an update later.
yeah, we'll get the same.
Well, that's not in the game. That's not even really a sport. It was
like
cool.
the illegal sports gambling game mode.
But yeah, so there are a couple sports that are not going to be there at launch. Yes, DraftKings is coming to Switch sports. But yeah, so they confirmed that free updates will be rolling out, adding golf and soccer this summer.
Okay, so hang on 1 second. Back up. So the returning modes I just outlined, it's sword fighting, bowling, and tennis. Then they have new modes, which are soccer, badminton, and what was the other one? Did I say volleyball?
Volleyball. Yeah, no, you did not.
Volleyball is the other one. So those will be what it
Comes
is
with it
at
at launch. Yeah.
And it'll also come with like a leg strap thing.
Yeah, so
Which
you
I
can
think
play the
is
soccer
same
game
one from
the Fit Adventure.
Wii
Yeah,
Fit,
Ring Fit.
That you'll stick the Joy-Con in, and then there's a mode in the soccer game where you just kick the ball into the goal, and at launch, that's what you'll use it for. Is just that one mode, and then later in the summer,
The proper soccer game will come out.
they're gonna add a thing where you can play just the soccer game with the leg strap thing.
Yeah,
But when the game launches, you can just play soccer with the Joy-Con.
yeah.
And then in the fall, they're gonna add just golf, just like normal golf.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Golf is fun.
My
You ever
only
play Wii
problem-
Sports golf, it's fun.
My biggest problem with this game is that it's clearly unfinished.
Yes.
Why not just delay it a month and add the rest of the sports?
I don't even think.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. I hope they.
That is kind of dumb.
Just wait. Like,
Wii Sports Resort had like 20.
and okay, it's not like they announced this game like years ago and it's been
No,
delayed and delayed.
it's-
No,
it's
they
a Wii
announced it
Sports.
yesterday and already announced that there will be DLC for it coming out
Yeah.
a month after launch. Just delay the game and finish it, please.
They won't. You gotta roll out that.
But hopefully this means that maybe we'll get some other sports like released.
Like new ones.
Yeah, maybe every once in a while we'll
I
get
think
a new
at first
sport.
we're just gonna get all the old ones back. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna get baseball back. We'll get.
Yeah, they gotta have baseball.
That game was harder to play than all the other ones.
Yeah, because it had like stuff going
The
on.
remote never worked on that.
Yeah,
one.
the Wiimote didn't work.
I think we got a date for this too. I think this is like May or April.
Yeah, I didn't have the date because I was too hyped about it. But we know that the update is coming out this summer.
And the
And
golf mode is
The
coming
game
out.
presumably comes out before that. All right. So that weird little drum game that you see people playing sometimes,
That was like
Taiko no Tatsujin is getting a sequel. That's the name of the game. That's not the subtitle of the sequel. That's just the name of the base game. The sequel has a subtitle. I didn't write it down.
It's like the drum goes on or something like that.
But yeah, basically you can do Megalovanias in the game now.
Right, that was the big selling point they tried to push, is that you can do Megalovania.
Yeah, I mean it looks fun. I'm sure there's people that like
it's a
it. The
drum
controller's like $80, which is ridiculous, but you know, I'm sure people enjoy it.
Hey, the real thing is if this does well, maybe we can finally get a Donkey Konga 3.
You could literally just play this. It's like the same.
Have the DK bongos,
It has bongos.
but they're not DK bongos.
If you put a DK sticker on them, they become DK
Fun
bongos.
fact, they made a Wii game during what I call the Donkey Kong Dark Ages,
Mm-hmm.
after Rare quit
Mm-hmm.
and moved to Microsoft and they weren't making the games anymore. Where after Donkey Kong 1 and 2, they made a 2D platformer Donkey Kong that was controlled with the bongos from Donkey Konga.
Yeah.
It's
You know the
called
H3
Donkey Kong
podcast.
Jungle Beat.
You know the H3 podcast.
Yeah.
There's a guy on that podcast. The first date he went on, he took a girl to his apartment and he just played the Donkey Kong Congo Bongo game. And she just kept asking if they could do something else, and then eventually left. And all he did was play the Donkey Kong Bongo game. That's a real
Donkey Konga or Donkey Kong Jungle Beat?
Jungle Beat. He literally spent the entire time just playing that game. So can confirm Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is better than sex, but that's not really related to what we're talking about.
Someone just walked their dog back there. If you look real
Yeah,
close.
people do that sometimes.
Anyway, the point is that when is
moving
Donkey
on.
Konga 3 coming out?
Cuphead DLC.
No, you skipped one.
Oh, Project Triangle Strategy. Who cares?
Sam, the title of the game is just Triangle Strategy.
Triangle Strategy coming out. Who
The
cares?
video
Oh, there is a
game.
demo with the first 3 chapters of the game that is out, which is like.
So if you remember Octopath, they did like a 9-hour demo
Mhm.
that was free, and you could transfer your progress over when the
Yeah, this is the same
37-hour
thing.
game came
Yeah.
out. They're doing the same here, so I think the demo's already out.
So if you want to play like half the game and not pay for it,
And not pay for it.
feel free to do so. Cuphead DLC, Miss Chalice is coming out finally after like 15 years.
This was supposed to come out 3 years ago.
Just didn't for some reason.
Well, the game took forever, and this also took forever. And I think they were doing. I know the studio had involvement in the show, which also took forever.
Even though the show, has anyone talked about it since it came out?
It hasn't even come out yet.
Oh, well, everyone already forgot
But
about
I
it.
think they were just like everything got delayed. Cuphead's thing is just getting delayed. That's their favorite.
That's their
thing.
favorite thing to do.
Which, hey, the animation in that game.
It's
I get why they take so
phenomenal.
long, yeah.
Easily some of the best in the entire industry.
And
However,
this is like a whole new like,
mode or
basically
whatever.
campaign.
Yeah.
So, Miss Chalice is the new character. I think she can double jump and like
do some other
can,
stuff
like,
probably.
do, like an invisibility dash like built in.
Yeah. Anyways,
So anyway, that's cool.
Metroid Dread DLC, which I did not see coming. We got Dread mode, which is like a one-hit kill mode where if anything touches you, you die, which is kind of stupid, but whatever.
Hey, if you hate yourself.
And then it also added Rookie mode, which is the funky mode for this game. I think anytime Nintendo adds an easy mode to a video game, from now on it has to be called funky mode.
No, I think I like this.
And the character has to have a surfboard, even if it doesn't fit the game
like
at all.
if they just add Samus is constantly holding a surfboard.
Yeah, and it's just called funky mode, and it just makes the game
no, She
easier.
has like a new suit.
Because there has to be a visual difference to show everyone on Earth you're playing the baby mode.
No. Here's what they do. They just take Samus out.
Funky Kong.
Funky Kong in.
Let's go.
And
Replace Samus.
He controls like he does in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Some parts of the game are
virtually
unplayable.
It's just the funky mode is just Funky Kong.
There's a part of the game you get to, you just can't move on.
You just have to go back.
You got to be Funky Kong.
You just got to be Funky Kong forever, and then the game will not let you like delete your progress and start over.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't. You have to buy a new copy of the game.
Yeah, and anyways, so that DLC came out yesterday.
Michael is at the McDonald's.
Michael is at the McDonald's, everyone. Just want to let everyone know.
He's here about.
Oh, goody. All right.
So he's
So that released yesterday, the day of the direct. So that's cool.
and then the boss. They're also adding a.
They're also adding a
boss.
boss rush mode that'll come out in April.
Okay.
So Earthbound coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Already, it's out right now.
Yeah, it's shadow dropped as well yesterday. The first one, the original one, is also on the Switch.
So, if you don't know about the whole Earthbound thing,
Please play it.
so in the '80s there were in the '80s there was a game called Mother released in Japan
Yes.
on the NES. It did not get ported in Japan. It was the Famicom. The Famicom it did not
Yes.
get ported to the NES in the US. And then in the '90s they made a sequel to that called Mother 2, which was released on the SNES, which in Japan was called the Super Famicom. It was ported here. They called it Earthbound.
And it went on to inspire popular games such as Undertale.
Yeah. And then in the early 2000s, they were going to make a third Mother game
That was
for the
3D that we have
N64,
some lost footage of,
but that got canceled. It got scrapped and reworked into a GBA game called Mother 3,
which has never been localized.
which was not released here.
That's the one Lucas from Smash Bros. is from.
Yes, the character from the game is in Smash Bros. In America, but the game itself is not in
It
America.
has voice lines in the Smash Bros. Game, but has never been translated to English in the actual game.
Nintendo just will never
Nintendo
do
just
it.
hates you.
They just don't like
They
you
just don't
personally.
like you.
They
You
hate
specifically,
you.
they hate you.
You watching, right?
Stop playing the
You know,
Switch. They hate
Did it
it when
come
you
out in
do that.
Australia? What if it came out in Australia and they get to play it and we don't?
How do you localize a game only for Australia without putting it in English?
Maybe they just hate us specifically. I think it came out in Europe.
All the characters just have Australian
I don't
accents.
know. I think no, it was Japan exclusive. I know. It was
Yeah.
Japan. But anyway, so the first Mother, so Mother 2 was Earthbound 1,
Yes.
and then like on the Wii U on the Virtual Console, they finally localized the first Mother game as Earthbound Beginnings. So in the US and on now Switch Online, you can play Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings, aka Mothers 1 and 2.
Yes.
Mother 3 is still not on.
Because
anything in the
apparently
US.
it's just so dark and disturbing that American audiences can't handle it.
This Game Boy Advance
That's
game.
the real thing that they've told us for the last 30 years.
The studio publishes Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm. The game about the naked woman who punches demons to death. Anyway,
so Mother 3 will never come out here. Give up.
but it's cool that we can play
At
Mother
least
2.
1 and 2. Beginnings in a normal Earthbound.
Alrighty. Next, we had a flash reel with just a bunch of games. Demon Slayer fighting game coming to Switch. I think we already knew about that. Lego Brawl's the mobile game coming to Switch. Who cares? Yeah, but it is exclusive to Apple Arcade right now, so it's nice to get off that. 2 Point Campus. I hate 2 Point Campus.
Which was the Sega game that was you just do normal life. You just like work at the pizza place.
No, I actually hate this game because of how often it keeps getting told that it's coming out, and it looks like the most boring game on earth.
Although they did confirm in this one you can do witchcraft.
Oh, geez, my favorite. All right, Mario. Okay, this is cool.
This was the biggest announcement of the show.
This was the big announcement.
This was the thing that was the second to last.
This was the big reveal at the end.
Well, there was one more.
So Mario Kart 9. No, let me finish. Mario Kart 9 is not coming out for another 4 years, and instead we're getting 48 new tracks.
Not new.
Updated tracks from past games are coming to Mario Kart 8 starting on March 18th, and they will be done by the 2023 year.
So, okay.
And it costs $25.
So the announcement, they were like, Mario Kart fans, everyone went, what?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Are they going to do it?
We know you've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Everyone was like,
yes, I have been doing that. Do you have another one for me?
And they went, so we're adding more content to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. A game that came out in May of 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It's been out for 8 years.
By the time that they're done with this DLC, it will be 10 years old.
Yeah. So they were like, we're putting in 48 tracks. Everyone, okay, is there some new tracks? No. They're all
But they look really nice now.
They're putting them out in in groups of 4 over time. So I think they're gonna release the first 2 on March 18th, and then I think they'll just do one.
No, they're releasing in sets of 8.
Is it sets of 2?
Because you know how they released the other DLC packs and it was like sets of 8 or whatever.
2 cups at once.
Yeah, they're doing a cup every time.
Yeah. So anyway, everyone was upset by this.
Well, some
people were.
Here's my argument that this isn't stupid.
Okay.
Think about it. Okay, you know Mario Party?
Yeah.
What was the last Mario Party game?
It was a remaster.
We just got
a bunch of old.
we just got a bunch of old courses, and they sold it as a new game, $60.
Yeah.
We just got 48 old courses.
That's true.
For a third of the price of a new game.
Okay.
From that point of view, this is an amazing deal.
Yeah.
This is basically a new Mario Kart game for half the price.
And what is interesting is they're doing even courses from the mobile game Mario Kart Tour.
Yeah, which is really weird.
No one has played. So we'll finally
it was
get
really
those,
popular when it first
those
came out.
courses in like an actual console game.
Yeah.
But the worst part about this is that they said they'd be done by the end of 2023. That means no new Mario Kart for probably 5 more years, which makes me sad. That is sad. Why are you doing this to me, Nintendo?
Why you use same engine for a million years?
And you know what? I get it. I know why they're doing this. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has been the best-selling game on the Switch like every month.
Yes, and why is that?
Outselling new games.
And why is that?
Because it's Mario Kart.
No, because it's a pack-in deal with the Switch.
No, not on most of them.
Most stores, almost year-round, have
whenever
that
the Black
bundle.
Friday thing, they do it. But like, no, it's just straight up selling like
3
million units a month. It's absurd how much this game is selling. And
for a port.
A port of an 8-year-old game.
Yeah.
8 years old. And it's still selling this well.
And to be fair, this is the best looking and most fleshed out kart racer game
on the market
that exists. What competes with Mario Kart right now? Are you gonna look at Mario Kart and you're gonna tell me
Speedstormers.
Disney Speedstorm? You're gonna tell me Sonic Team Racing? You're gonna tell me Crash Bandicoot race car game that those are competing with Mario? No, the only thing that those games make you want to do is delete them and go play Mario Kart.
Yeah. So honestly, I would have felt better about this if we got some new battle course. There's only 8 battle courses in the entire game.
Yeah, why are there no battle
Give us,
courses?
like,
and the
2
battle
more.
courses are just regular courses.
No, that was in the in 8 Deluxe. There are actual
Okay, good.
battle maps.
Okay, when I was when I was a kid, me and my friends, we used to play Mario Kart on the DS on the way to school on the bus, right?
I'm gonna go get them.
Battle mode was my favorite. I did not even like the base game. We only ever played the battle mode because we all agreed that's just the more fun way to play Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we finally got Mario Kart on the Wii, I'm like, oh my gosh, so excited to play, relive my memories. And then instead, it's just like the suckiest thing
If
ever.
you've ever played Mario Kart 8, the Wii U version, the original version, the battle mode, there is only balloon battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's timed, there's no elimination, and they just play on the normal racetracks.
Yeah.
It's the worst version of the... It's obvious they just didn't want to put
Because you
battle
can't
mode
battle. You can't battle on the regular racetracks because everything is straight and narrow.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like drive around and fight each other.
And then in 8 Deluxe, the big push was that it's a new battle. They redid battle mode.
Yeah.
It is better. It's better than 8. There's actual battle maps.
Yeah.
There's more modes. Its biggest problem is that balloon battle, you cannot play elimination, which is the fun way to play battle mode. In 8 Deluxe, you just pop people's balloons until the time runs out and whoever popped the most wins.
Yeah, that's lame.
The most fun way is you get 4 people. You lock them in a map.
Fight to the death.
And you just fight to the death, and last man standing wins.
Now, I can see why they didn't do that because, like,
Online matches.
if you're the first one to get knocked out, you just sort of have to wait around for your friends to finish, and they're going to take like an hour.
And
But
especially if you're doing online matchmaking, that'll
Yeah.
easily...
take forever, but I still would have liked the option to play it should I want to do that. I don't like that Nintendo just takes
Here's the
options.
solution. It only happens for either local or co-op or either local or split-screen multiplayer. That's the only way you play
Yeah.
the mode. That's how you fix the mode. Boom, you're done. So I would have liked to see that, and I also would have liked to see new characters, like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Just throw me like 1 or 2 new characters. That
Yeah,
would've
just
been
throw some lesser known Mario characters.
Yeah.
Put Funky Kong in the game.
Funky
We
Kong
need a
in the
funky
game.
mode in Mario
He was
Kart.
in Mario Kart. We just put him in Mario Kart.
Put him in the game.
The 8 Deluxe, we just put Funky Kong in the game. He's Funky Kong. He's funky.
They should have had each new course come with a character from that game that's not on it.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so if you want a new Mario Kart, here's old Mario Kart repackaged. And it's $25
Or
for the
free
pass.
if you
so
buy
for all of them.
Yeah.
As they come out. So it's like the Smash. Patrick, what?
Patrick,
are you
mute
doing?
yourself, please. What on earth are you doing? Are you operating a
you mute
Ford
him?
car factory?
No, I'm still in an elevator.
It sounds like you're throwing pots and pans down a staircase. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Anyway. So Mario Kart. If you want a new Mario Kart, here's old Mario Kart. It's $25 for the whole thing.
Which is not a bad price for the amount of content
The
we're
other
getting.
thing is if you have the Switch Online expansion pass,
The $60 expansion
it'll
pass.
come with it. So so they did this with the Animal Crossing DLC.
Yeah, which
Where
was
if you had the expansion pass, it came with that too. So it's gonna be the same way. Trying to make anyone on Earth buy that stupid $50 expansion, or however much it was. $30. It was $30 independently, right?
no, it's $60. Or no, it's $40 by itself.
Yeah, which is stupid as all crap.
Because don't you want to play a really crappy emulated version of?
Oh, you want to play 9 N64 games?
Most
for
of which are emulated so poorly
$30?
they look worse than they did on the N64.
Very cool, Nintendo.
Thank you, Nintendo. Very nice of you. They did fix.
What
They
if
did
I
fix some of
told
them though.
you can play Sonic 2.
Did you see they did fix the bugs that were going on with what's the time travel Zelda, Ocarina of Time?
There were bugs in it.
Yeah, there were some problems with the emulation where like fog wasn't rendering in properly and a couple other issues. They actually went back and fixed it, which is very, very cool of them.
Oh, like
Glad
from
to
the
see they're
base
doing
game?
yeah.
Oh, that's
Glad to see they're doing no, not the base game.
Oh, like
The
it
base
was
game
only
ran
on-
better. It ran worse on the Switch. They fixed it, so it now runs the same as it did on the 30-year-old
platforms from
console.
the 90s.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So way to do the
Nintendo.
bare minimum, guys. All right.
And
Anyway,
then and then the show stopping announcement was
the big and it wasn't All right, guys, vote in the chat right now. I know we're not live. Next step, run a poll in the chat.
When we move to our new studio,
we could do that. Guys, do you think it was Mario? New Mario Odyssey game. New Donkey Kong game.
New Donkey Kong game.
Was it a new Zelda? Was it more information on
Breath
the
of the Wild 2?
Or was it Bayonetta 3?
Was Metroid Prime 4?
Or Metroid Prime 4? One of those four. Which one do you think it is? We'll give you 5. We'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Okay, it was freaking Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah.
Okay, the 7 Xenoblade Chronicles fans out there, why does Nintendo invest so much in you and so little in everyone else?
So,
these games don't even sell that well. Why do they get everything they want?
Obviously, they probably sell well in Japan.
No, they don't. Like, they sell fine. Like, but they sell about the same as like a Pikmin or like a Paper Mario.
They must sell more than that.
No, the sales numbers are public. We know how much money it makes.
Let's look it up. Sam used the Computron to calculate Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sales.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, Xenoblade 3, they revealed that...
Xenoblade, no? Why did it go away immediately? Why?
Sam,
okay, whatever.
How do you not know how to work the internet? That's not use the X. So, this is the third mainline game, the fourth one total, because they did X on the Wii U, which everyone just kind of forgot about. But, so this is a sequel to 2, but with none of the characters returned. Oh, here we go.
1.73 million units worldwide.
March 2019. And then in 2020, it was 1.92.
That's still... That's not a lot.
So that's, as the end of 2019, it was 1.92.
Compared to like...
It's probably around...
Let's look at Luigi's Mansion is probably comparable, right?
Luigi's Mansion, I think, is still like 6
I mean,
million.
in terms of like fan base.
Probably, maybe.
Okay, well, never mind.
Hang on. Oh, that's when it launched. That's when it launched. Look up.
Oh, it might. These numbers should be pulled up right now.
Whatever the most. They put out Switch sales numbers every now and then. Just look that up. Just look up the most recent Switch sales numbers, or Switch game sales number.
Sales numbers.
That's just gonna tell you how many Switch they've sold.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Oh my god, Sam. Use both hands.
I can't.
Put the fries down.
I have grease on that hand.
Oh my god. Which games sales numbers? This is why we don't Google
Here we go.
anymore. Here we go. This is as of December 2020.
This is as of recent.
Yeah. So, Luigi's Mansion is number 13. That's sold 11.4. Jesus.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 has sold 11 times what Xenoblade did.
Let's scroll down because Xenoblade's probably on here. Where is Xenoblade?
It's not in the top 30. Pikmin 3 Deluxe has sold more.
Okay, go up.
There it is. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, 1.9 million.
So that's
Pikmin 3 Deluxe. A port of a Pikmin game.
Has sold
the franchise
more than
Nintendo
Xenoblade 2.
notoriously does not give two craps about.
Yeah. The remaster of the first game has almost sold as much as Xenoblade 2.
Miitopia is in the same level here. Octopath Traveler is closer in sales to Xenoblade than the port of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
So the main reason is Monolith Soft.
The reason I bring this up is because why on earth does Nintendo care so much about Xenoblade?
I think the main reason is Monolith Soft, who develops these. This is the only thing they do. So they just They finished the standalone DLC for 2. And now what are they? They're just gonna go do 3, I guess. Which is the main reason why they keep doing these. Is just they have nothing else to do. They must not be that expensive to make.
Well, that's the thing. They're good-looking games.
My guess is this is gonna be same engine, same graphics, a lot of the same.
I would assume it would be the same engine.
Too. So this is an asset reusing sequel. So.
But to be fair, again, the games they're good-looking. They don't look bad.
The problem is
there's some weird.
The weird pervert.
Furby character and the swords that are
sword girl
that have different sexualities, even though they're the same person, but
and
also aren't. The game's weird, but yeah, my point is, boo lame.
Hey,
I summed it up right here. Boo lame.
Are fans of this game. They exist somewhere.
All 7 of you, your game sucks.
And it comes out in September 2022. So
your opinions are bad, and your game sucks.
The only good thing about this is, well, not the only. If you like these games,
this is cool.
You'll like this one because it'll be more of the same.
Because it's more of the game you already like.
But we're literally in 2017 Part 2.
Yeah.
We're kicking off really in March with Kirby. We already got Pokemon Legends this year. We got Splatoon 3 coming out.
Which, yeah, we did. I
Breath
feel
of the
like
Wild 2 still might come out this year. Xenoblade's coming out this year. Bayonetta's coming out this year. We got a lot of stuff.
I feel like we haven't talked enough about how big of a game Legends Arceus has been as well.
Have we got sales numbers on that at all?
I don't know if we have sales numbers, but like streamers that like don't normally stream Pokemon games have been like, it's a very fun game. Yes, sure. It looks like a PS2 game. Yes.
Is it an evolution
sure, the story,
of the formula?
Yes, it is. It is the first sequel to Pokemon ever. As Donkey put it, this is the first time Pokemon has had a sequel.
It's literally, again, the same with Kirby. The best part about this generation in general for
is Nintendo's finally doing the stuff they should have done 20 years ago.
Yeah, they're learning. They're actually learning. They're learning that, hey, it's time we change Kirby to make it more popular with the modern demographics.
All of the 90-year-old men.
It's time we update Pokemon to get it to have some actual evolution. It's time we put out a new
All of
Wii
the
Sports
90-year-old
games.
men have retired and are being replaced by 60-year-old men. And so we're starting to get stuff from 3-4 generations ago.
Hey, maybe we should figure out how the internet works, at least on a very basic level.
Maybe we should plug in the router and see what happens.
Maybe we should port games people actually want to play to Nintendo
Maybe we
Switch
should
Online.
start using
You know what?
email. No, never mind. Back to the fax machine. They still use fax machines, by the
Of
way.
course they do. But anyway, every now and then they'll do something really dumb like the expansion pass. But overall, this generation for
Has been
Nintendo
killing it. They've been
has
killing
been
it.
killing it. Not only from the software side, we've got some great games this generation, but also just like actually like moving all along with the times.
Yeah, no, Nintendo has been absolutely dominating the entire. They are back where they were in the 80s.
Yeah, almost. They're almost.
No, they've
literally
surpassed
on
it even.
top.
Because remember, the top 10 games for like, what was it, like 3 years or something like that were all Switch games?
Yeah, I mean, no, Nintendo first-party games triple what PlayStation and Xbox first-party games.
Like, yeah, PlayStation and Xbox are competing with each other, and that's pretty much it.
Which
Not because they compete in different, like, they're different sectors, but because Nintendo is just so far away, different and ahead of what they're doing that it's like they can't compete with
that,
Nintendo.
and they're literally evergreen games. You can just keep playing. Mario Kart will never not be fun.
Yeah. There's
Smash Bros. Will
there's
never
a
not be
reason
fun.
why Mario Kart can release DLC for their 8-year-old game,
And people will
people
still
have a
buy it.
lukewarm reception to it, as opposed to GTA releasing DLC for their 8-year-old
which is
game,
literally-
and everyone going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo has made some really, really big strides this generation. The only thing left to do is to get good hardware.
The only thing they have to do now is make their Switches,
Console.
just make them like, just talk to Apple, figure out how they made the iPad, and do that.
Just make an iPad
Just make an iPad.
with an HDMI dongle attached to it.
No, not even. It's got the same port.
All right. Sam, other than Nintendo Direct, what other fun stuff?
All
happened
right,
in the
other
gaming
game
world?
announcements unrelated to the Direct. We got Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has been delayed to 2023. Oh no.
So this, apparently the main reason for this is not really
Is because the game's boo suck and no one wants
trouble
it.
with development, but because Gotham Knights is coming out this
They
year
don't wanna
too,
compete,
and
yeah.
they don't want to cannibalize each other.
All right, Rockstar also confirms that. Oh, this was huge. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, so-
So guys, this could be the biggest announcement in gaming of the last 10 years. All right, guys.
Rockstar, the intern, hopped on Twitter.
And he confirmed. This is a confirm.
Yeah, they literally just tweeted.
We
this out
got
on
our
Tuesday.
first confirmation that Grand Theft Auto 6 exists.
Is actually happening.
Someone started working on
They
it.
said it's well into development.
They said
Even
that
though-
we just coded the first line
Literally
of
every
code.
single insider has been like, "This is not coming out until like 2026, guys."
Yeah.
Patrick, what's going on, pal?
Had my dinner.
Oh, nice.
Off camera?
Sorry.
You spent like an hour getting McDonald's and then ate it
off
off camera.
Patrick, what do you think about GTA
What do you think
6
about Grand
development
Theft Auto
confirmed?
6 being confirmed that it's being made?
I thought it was being made.
No, this is our first official confirmation that the game is being made.
So it's gonna
It,
5 years.
we don't even know. We just know that it is being made.
Wait.
They just tweeted out. They were.
Lots of progress.
Oh,
They
they know.
literally. It was just a tweet. They were just like, "We're making GTA 6."
All they said
everybody."
that Grand Theft Auto 6 is in development. That's
Yeah.
all they said.
So that's cool and
yeah,
fun.
we knew that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
we
makes this.
already knew.
That's what makes this the biggest announcement in gaming history.
The thing we knew is happening.
All right, and then we have some business news as well. And this, I'm not going to say it surprised me, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
So Google Stadia,
Everyone's
that
favorite
service that everyone has, that everyone uses. I mean, you guys know. I mean, streaming games have totally changed since Stadia come out. No one downloads games anymore. No one owns games anymore. Obviously, we stream all of our games now,
I
just
don't
like we
even
do
play
movies.
video games.
So now that massive success of Google Stadia, they, in a rather strange move, decided that they will transition into just a regular streaming service called Google Stream.
So is it not games anymore?
It still is Stadia. They're just
Calling it Google
they're just
Stream.
changing the name and adding movies. I'm
Are
assuming
you telling me Google's pulling a and
Google's doing a Google.
service they have?
Yup, that people have invested millions in. That they've invested billions
this
in.
is just a rebrand, right? I mean, they're not changing it.
Changing it / getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I mean, makes
I mean,
sense.
but you remember the point in time when
Yeah, but no.
they had music,
Google Play.
Google Play, they had something.
I think it was just those two. Anyways, the point is Google is getting rid of Stadia and replacing it with Google Stream. We'll see how that manifests in the future, but that's just a...
It probably won't. I don't think no one cared about Stadia. I don't think anyone's going to care about this.
Yeah. Anyway, now on to TV news. Woo! Yeah! Woo, 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 woo! We've got no
Patrick.
trailers this week,
I mean, there probably was.
but we have a lot of announcements. Goosebumps TV series receives a 10-episode order at Disney+.
Patrick, did you read Goosebumps when you were a kid?
What?
Goosebumps, the books. Did you read them when you were a kid?
No.
Okay, well, pretend you did.
Did you see the movies with Jack Black in them?
Oh.
Okay, well, if you did, you would know that they're getting a 10-episode series on Disney+. Going to be produced by the producer of the film.
Of the films. Jack Black will not return.
Very cool. The Boondocks revival at HBO Max is no longer in development. This kind of
They
disappointed me.
canceled this.
I like the Boondocks. Boondocks is a good show. Go
I know.
watch the Boondocks.
There was 3 seasons, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And then I know the voice actor for the grandpa died.
Yeah.
And I think just development halted.
Yeah, I just
mean,
imagine they had a lot of development issues.
some things you just gotta let be.
Some things just got to... That's the thing, is they didn't even really get a finale episode. They just sort of ends.
Ended. Yeah, I mean,
So-
I'm sure it'll be back at some point.
It'll come back as a very serious live-action series on Peacock.
Yes.
All right. Mark Hamill apparently did no voice work for the Book of Boba Fett. So...
That episode he appeared in last week.
Yeah, so Luke Skywalker appears in an entire episode of the Book of Boba Fett.
6.
Yeah,
And
apparently all of his dialogue was just computerized old dialogue.
which they did for the Mando season 2 finale. Patrick, it's very loud over there.
What?
What's going on over there?
Griffin's watching.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you have noise canceling on your AirPods on?
Doesn't cancel. Lightyear.
No, Patrick, they added the background noise canceling thing, right?
That's a thing.
Yeah. Go to the menu, click mic mode, select voice isolation.
Okay.
Let's see if it'll work.
How's that?
That's much
Immediately better. We literally there's no noise now. I'm not even kidding. That's actually pretty cool. All right.
better. Thank you, Apple.
Thanks, Apple. All right.
So anyway,
So that's just interesting. The Hollywood Reporter confirms that
So,
Obi-Wan is planning to premiere in May.
this was relevant 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we have a hard date for this.
where is that?
Gone. Okay. Paula?
Paula?
And the River of Tears, announced to be in the works at Disney Plus from Eva Longoria, based on the book Rick Riordan Presents Imprint,
Okay,
written
so
by
Rick
Kevin.
Riordan-
Wait, what? Hang on, what does this say?
Okay, hold up. So Rick Riordan, you know him, right?
Yes.
Made all those Percy Jackson books
Yes.
based on Greek mythology.
Yes.
So after he was done with all of those and all their spin-offs, he started just a publishing imprint
Mm-hmm.
where he had other writers write their own books about mythologies that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of those. So it's based on a
Is
book
it-
from his imprint.
Is it a Native American mythology? What is
I
it?
don't know. I forget. I read about it in the article when I was
Interesting. Written by Kevin Rodriguez. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. National Geographic gives a straight-to-series order for A Small Light based on the true story of Miep Gies, who hid Anne Frank and her family and preserved her diary. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's not. Oops.
Okay, hold up. Go away.
Brendan.
I know what he's talking about too, and it makes it even worse.
For an hour. Oh, that's a feature?
It is now, yeah. iOS 15.
So this is from National Geographic. This is just gonna be a limited series. This sounds interesting. National Geographic, I think they did an upfront. Disney did last week, and most of the stuff they did was National Geographic stuff, which is interesting.
Alrighty.
Leaning heavily.
We have Catherine Zeta-Jones, the hottest actress from 30 years ago, in the National Geographic series for Disney Plus.
Oh no, that should say National Treasure.
National. I don't know why you wrote Geographic.
Because I was thinking National Geographic.
Treasure series for Disney Plus.
Remember National Treasure, the movie.
Hey, if she's the main character in the series, I'm not gonna be complaining.
So remember the movie? With Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
So they're doing a TV show that he was not in. Instead, it's about. I think we talked about this in another episode, but she's been cast in it.
Great. She's gonna be the villain.
She's gonna star opposite the star of the series, who is named Lizette Alexis, and she will play a billionaire.
She's the villain.
Ancient antiques expert who is trying to hunt down the same treasure as the main character.
She's the villain.
She's gonna be the villain. She won't be
yes.
like a villain. She'll be like a
rival.
Like you'll understand her and sympathize with her.
Right. Okay.
That's cool. The series is going to begin filming this month in Baton Rouge, and is executive produced by the original film producer
Jerry Bruckheimer. Right. Anyway. Brie Larson and Jeremy Renner developing 2 live-action unscripted series for Disney Plus. The first one, Renovations, which will be about Jeremy Renner traveling the world, building vehicles to help the needs of small communities. It will be 4 parts. And Growing Up from Brie Larson, which will be 10 half-hour episodes, which will each follow a person as they tell their experience growing up. Okay, that's.
She's gonna narrate that one.
Jeremy Renner's app.
Yeah, we need to hear what's going on with that.
I don't know what. I don't. Jeremy Renner.
But Brie Larson is so likable that I just want to see the whole show.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Patrick. It's just narration from her.
All right, Michelle Yeoh will star in Disney Plus series American-Born Chinese from executive producer and pilot director Destin Daniel Cretton.
He did Shang-Chi.
How did I pronounce Michelle wrong, but I got Yo correct? Anyways, the series will begin shooting this month in Los Angeles.
This is like an action and adventure show they're doing. It's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Destin Daniel Cretton did a really good job of Shang-Chi.
Euphoria renewed for season 3. Season 2 has been very popular. That makes sense. Reacher receives a season 2 order at Amazon. I don't even know what that is. That's
the
nice.
show based on Jack Reacher with the guy from Titans.
Great.
Doing it. Apparently, it's good.
Lex Luthor will appear in Titans season 4.
And what
that
role
show
we
sucks.
don't know. Sam.
What role can you play?
I'm like, what'll he be doing?
Probably he'll be Lex Luthor.
Plan? Will he have a plan?
All right. Anthony Ramos, the guy from In the Heights, is cast in a secret role in Marvel's upcoming Ironheart series.
Remember Ironheart?
I don't know what the secret role could
apparently
be.
It's supposed to be like super important.
Do you think maybe he's Iron Man's dad as like a kid?
Nah, probably not.
Because he looks kind of like the guy that they had recast to play Iron Man's dad.
You think it could be like Iron Man's like secret son?
So I'm thinking it's Iron Man's secret stepsister.
Oh no!
Or secret stepsister's daughter, secret nephew.
You know what they'll do?
Niece, secret niece.
Oh, okay. You know what they'll do? So Riri Williams, right, is in college.
Mm-hmm.
She's at MIT or whatever.
Yes.
And then I think Anthony Ramos will be like her friend she meets there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the twist will be is that he's the villain, and he'll be like an evil. He'll be evil Tony Stark.
Yeah, and he'll be Tony Stark's like secret
and he'll
child.
have his own evil Iron Man armor. And then his thing will continue in the Armor Wars series.
And he's gonna be he's gonna be the evil illegitimate child of Tony Stark.
Or something like that. Oh, will be related to Jeff Bridges' character from Iron Man 1.
Who's Jeff Bridges?
The actor.
Who did
What's
he
his
play?
Obadiah Stane. Will be related to Obadiah Stane or something.
Obadiah's secret child. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that's fine.
Dumb.
Disney orders revival of Futurama for a whole season of 20 episodes, airing exclusively on Hulu. All of the original cast will return, with the notable exception of John DiMaggio, who voiced Bender, along with several other characters, as they are currently looking to recast the role after payment negotiations came to a stand. Wanted too much money, they said no. Both creators will return. Cool.
So Bender was the robot.
Yeah, that's the
he's
robot.
like the
but it's
face
one of
of the
those shows where like each voice actor voices like 20
he
characters.
also voices a million characters.
Yeah.
So apparently he's upset about this, and so are like the other actors, but who
oh well.
don't want to fork over the cash.
Yeah.
And the new episodes are supposed to premiere in 2023.
I like how the
Patrick, have
TV
you
doesn't
seen
know how to do the
Futurama?
colors for this, so there's like a yellow circle around Patrick for some reason. All right. Obi-Wan, a Beauty and the Beast prequel is put on indefinite hold after Disney decides that the scripts were not good enough. Despite the show being casted and ready to film, they say it will happen at some point, but needs more time in the oven. Much like Beauty and the Beast, who notably owns an oven. It's actually a reference. Okay, anyways.
So
that's cool. Obi-Wan Kenobi poster and has been released. Yeah, I don't care about Beauty and the Beast. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi poster and May 25th release date have been revealed, and we will get a teaser for it at the legally required to be us having it called The Big Game. So that's very cool.
AKA
the game.
AKA the sports match where the Cincinnati Bengals and Rams will play a game.
They'll play a big game.
Yep. Oh yeah, so you can pull up the poster if you want.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
And so a lot of people were like, it's coming May 4th, but it's coming on May 25th, and the reason for that is
they needed more time to develop the series.
May 25th is the 45th anniversary of Episode 4, the original Star Wars.
Which is it? This?
It's that one. It should have
that.
That's it.
Let's move Patrick. Oof.
Yeah, it's just him in the desert, just walking around in the desert, and it's got the logo.
There he is. That's our boy right there.
That's our boy Obi-Wan. I think this is gonna be huge.
I saw that.
Does Tatooine have clouds? I don't think it does.
Maybe it does where he is.
I don't.
That also only has one sun.
I don't think that not Tatooine.
I mean, there's a million desert.
Well,
planets.
there could be sun there and a sun over there.
Desert planet.
It's a tattoo.
Oh wait, no. Okay, there's two suns here. There's one there, one there.
It's Tatooine.
But wait a minute. Hang on.
This is important.
This is important.
I don't know. We gotta know.
Jedi Council forums, guys. Tatooine. Shut up! I don't care about what George Lucas
definitive
thinks.
Answer. Well, I guess. Well, no, I don't.
Wikipedia.
I guess it wouldn't. They wouldn't have clouds because they don't
There's
have.
no
like,
oceans.
Water.
Yeah.
They farm moisture from something with their big metal poles in the middle of the desert.
Well, they're taking the water out of the ground. There's water under.
But how does the water get in the ground?
I guess there's rain because there's gotta be.
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyways,
Is that
Obi-Wan poster, very cool.
So yeah, I think this is gonna be the biggest show they've ever had. It's gonna be 6 episodes. I think it's gonna be huge. I think they're really happy.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are just kind of bummed out over Boba Fett.
Yeah, but it's it's Ewan McGregor, and he's back as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like one of the most popular characters from Star Wars.
Yeah, all right. Warner Bros. Lawsuit reveals that they were developing a TV series based on Edge of Tomorrow.
So we'll talk about that lawsuit later.
Cool.
Specifically what that lawsuit's about. But Edge of Tomorrow, remember that?
Vaguely. Fox buys Gumby and Friends from the original creators. Plans to reimagine the characters for new live-action animated projects, as well as consumer goods and NFTs. Patrick, you want to buy an NFT of Gumby, the notable clay stick man from the 1940s? Oh, we live in a society.
This is like
what?
It's not even like the part of Fox Disney owns. It's like the part of Fox that's left over.
The Fox News part.
The Fox News Because there's like the Fox Network.
That's so.
There's the Fox Network, and then there's
stupid.
Fox News, which are not owned by Disney. Those are owned by News Corp.
I don't. What?
And so they bought Gumby so that they can make live-action Gumby projects.
Who wants
Gumby?
That would be horrifying. Anything other than a horror movie would be out of place.
I'm looking forward to those.
What's
Gumby
the origin
NFTs.
story of live-action Gumby? A man jumped in a Gumby machine and turned into a Gumby man?
Why would you make this investment? I can just imagine them like.
What do they buy it for 50 cents in a can of Coke?
I just imagine.
He's the little late guy.
Yeah, the little green clay man that they sell at Cracker Barrel.
American Clay and third on titler Clay human character modeled by Art.
So I just imagine them showing up to the family's house. And they're just
Knock, knock, knock.
Like,
We are here for Gumby.
Yeah, they're like the black suits. They're like, we'd like to purchase Gumby from you. And he was just like,
No, you can't.
no, and he was just like,
I love the
okay.
He's like, who's Gumby?
The top question about Gumby on Google is Gumby a boy or a girl?
That'll be answered in the new series and movies. And
No, it already is answered. He's a guy.
oh, dang.
I think he's clay, actually.
I don't
think it's
he's just
gender.
a clay
Does he have a
man.
girlfriend?
No, but the horse is a girl.
Gumby did have a girlfriend.
Oh, never mind.
Tara.
There
That's
you
a
go.
funny name, because she's clay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Sam, how much will you pay for those sweet, sweet Gumby NFTs?
I will actually, honestly, if you could buy one, they'd probably sell for a lot of money because people
I
like
think
to buy
people buy it
stupid
'cause
things.
it's a meme.
People, yeah, people like to buy
funny
stupid
Gumby
things.
NFTs.
And Disney Plus subs are now officially at 1.29.8 million.
129.8 million.
Cool.
That's a lot.
On to movie news, soon to be NFT movie news segment. All right.
All right, before we get to this, should we take a quick break?
Yes, let's pause the stuff.
We'll see you in
Go
one
turn the
second.
camera off at the same time so that I don't have to sync it up
Yes.
twice. Do 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 do. 3, 2, 1.
We're back from break.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Welcome back to the Tucker and Sam show because Max isn't here and Patrick isn't here.
Yeah, Patrick had to go. He had to do homework, so we're back.
So, just us.
Anyway, starting
talk
off with
kids' movies.
the movie trailers. Starting off, we have a Lightyear, second trailer for
The second
Lightyear.
one. Yep, this one there's actual dialogue.
And we get a little bit more of the story now as well.
Sam's gonna pull it up right now.
Okay. You tell them what's about.
So this is the spin-off. It's sort of a prequel, sort of a spin-off of Toy Story. Remember Buzz Lightyear? Well, guess what? Now he's not Tim Allen. Now he's famous Captain America actor Chris Evans. Sam is going to play the audio from the trailer and get his
I
copyright claim by
can't mute
Disney.
it because we're on YouTube on the app.
Shoot. That's not good.
Why is there no mute button?
Well, hang on. Patrick's not here, so you can just turn the volume.
Yeah.
Just gonna turn that
except
volume off.
except for I can't because it won't let me.
I love
so.
sorting out all of our technical
So never
problems.
mind. Actually, yeah, it just doesn't want me to turn down.
Where's the TV remote? Watch this. Boom.
This
Life
is so,
hack.
it's so dumb that we even have to do this. Okay,
This is
there we
a
go.
great setup. What are you talking about?
Full
So
screen.
it's not going to want to do that
Full
either.
screen. Full screen.
Your iPad just doesn't like you.
Why? Why go
The
full
buttons
screen?
don't work.
What the heck? Okay, closing YouTube. Let's
my
try
gosh,
that
look
one
at all
more.
these
Let's
tabs.
try that again. Open. Okay, go full
Now
screen.
connected to AirPlay. It's
Why is
AirPlaying
it?
to nothing.
What is it airplaying to? What do you mean connected to AirPlay? You're not airplaying to anything. AirPlay is not even on. What are you talking about?
For our audio
All right, let's try that
this
one
is
more.
the worst segment we've ever done.
One more time.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Why is it connected to AirPlay? You're literally just
don't play it in the
not.
app. Just don't play it in the app.
You're just not connected to AirPlay. Why
I think
do you
it thinks
think
the
you are?
dock connector is an AirPlay thing.
That doesn't make sense. It's physically
There
connected.
we go.
Okay, whatever.
Here's the trailer.
Trailer. Here you go.
He's putting on his spacesuit.
I can mute it on the browser. I like how the browser works better than YouTube's freaking
Oh
app.
wait, we can put subtitles on it. That's a life
Oh yeah,
hack.
that's a thing we can do.
Anyway, so they
Buzz Lightyear movie coming out.
I mean, it looks good.
We got
The
more of the
animation
story.
looks
So
great,
now we
but
know
you
that
know
it's
what?
not about a man who exists in the Toy Story universe. It's just its own thing. It's basically just what the show was,
but
a movie.
And it's obviously the show is no longer.
The story, as far as we know, this section of these humans have been stranded on this planet here.
They're trying
to get back home. Buzz Lightyear is their
main astronaut guy.
Yeah, he's doing the first test flight to see if they can.
They're trying to slingshot themselves around the sun
so that they can get out of whatever this place
go
is.
into light speed.
Yeah.
Apparently the villain is presumably Zurg.
Yeah,
from the
which
trailer.
we'll see later in the trailer.
Apparently though, there's been hot leaks, that there's a big twist.
Zurg's the good guy, and they're the villains.
Obviously, Sam, you moron.
Who could have seen that coming?
So he works for Space Command, right? We know that from Toy Story the movies. I think our twist here is going to be they've been intentionally stranded on that planet by the evil Space Command guys, and Zurg is just like a normal. Is
someone who escaped.
I think Zurg's just going to be a robot.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I don't think he'll be a guy.
In the Toy Story lore, Zurg is Buzz Lightyear's father, as an ode to Episode 5.
Although they'll just ignore that. I think they're just going to ignore like
the Toy Story, the lore from before.
The things they're going to keep are his name is Buzz Lightyear, and he wears a suit with a laser on it.
I don't know. You can't ignore such a big plot twist like that. All right, I don't care about what they changed in Incredibles. Yeah, okay, so
anyway,
that's cool.
But we also
got some people that are cast. We got Taika Waititi, who just appears in everything now for some reason.
Makes a million movies and is in a million movies all the time, constantly.
Dale Souls, Uzu Abduba, James Brolin,
not Josh Brolin, James Brolin,
his brother,
maybe
Peter Son. Mary McDonald Lewis.
Shout out to a fellow
McDonald. Efren Ramirez. Isaiah Whitlock. That's all of them.
Cast.
Those
Sam,
are all the peeps.
Are you looking forward to Lightyear?
I will see it in the theaters. It looks good.
Is it? Will it hopefully not go to Disney Plus?
It'll come in theaters because it's an in-house project. Disney only hates Pixar.
It's too much money for not.
Wait, isn't this Pixar?
This is Pixar. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. It might go to Disney Plus.
I think they've spent too much money on it for it to go, because like Luca and Turning Red, those were obviously like animation's not as detailed.
Yeah,
not as
this is like Oscar
Chris
bait
Evans
looking...
cost like $15 million alone. We got to recoup some cash on this one.
Yeah. All right.
What other trailers did we get?
Oh, we got Jurassic World Dominion. Don't care. And the Adam Project. Never heard of it.
Okay, so
let's do the Adam Project.
Dominion.
Let's skip Jurassic World. I don't care.
Why do you hate Jurassic World?
Because I don't care about Jurassic World. The franchise is dead. It's been dead for a long time.
It's not dead. It's made
I literally
millions
have
of dollars.
YouTube Premium, you moron. It says it right there. YouTube Premium. This is an ad, you idiot.
So
for the thing I already have.
Well, okay. Sam Google's a trailer for a movie
Adam
that he has not heard of. I guess we'll just talk about it now. So Adam Project is a Netflix
film. It's a Netflix movie. Oh, with Ryan
Reynolds. It's a movie about a kid.
That's it.
Who
it's a movie about a kid.
And the future version of himself time travels back to where he is.
Beats him up real good.
They have to team up with their dead father from even further in the past to fight aliens or something. And to time travel, and Mark Ruffalo's in it.
There.
It looks pretty good.
Okay.
And Sean Levy directed it, who directed Free Guy, another Ryan Reynolds thing last year, which you'll see in a second. They put like director and star Free Guy. And also the Night in the Museum stuff, and he's done Stranger Things, and he has a million
He's
things.
done some good stuff.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
So this is well, we'll talk about Netflix, their film slate later on, but this is one of their many big projects they're hoping to do IP.
Sounds interesting, but I feel like its concept is a little bit dumb. Okay.
And then Jurassic World, real quick. Well, Sam,
I don't want to play the trailer. Just talk about it.
So this is the final film in the trilogy, or I guess double trilogy.
Centillogy?
Because maybe Lost World and 3 don't count. But anyway, this is the next one in the series. It's going to be the last one for now. The original cast from Jurassic Park is back, well, the surviving ones. So Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, who will be in it for presumably more than 5 minutes this time.
Yes.
They're all back. In the end of the last one, dinosaurs were unleashed upon the world. Just generally, they're all over the place.
They're coming for you.
So they got to team up. So the old people have to team up with the slightly less old people from the newer films to stop a villain's evil plan and/or a natural disaster.
Woo!
That will maybe kill all the dinosaurs, but at the end of the movie, they'll all survive, and it'll be the message of the movie will be you gotta let nature be nature.
Except for the fact that none of these beasts are here because of nature.
But they just ignore that part.
Ignore that. Alrighty, Oscar nominees, the big one, the big award show.
So the nominees for the Oscars came out, even though the Oscars themselves are like 2 months away because they delayed them because of the Olympics. What are you doing?
Doing the stupid cookies
Say
thing.
you accept it.
I want to accept it.
You
I
love
want to go away.
cookies. They're yummy, yummy cookies.
I want to turn you off.
I don't think you can. I think you just either accept it or you gotta hide it.
I want you. Go
Just
away.
accept them.
I'll just ignore it.
Okay, go up.
Oh yeah, we missed.
We
missed a bunch.
of
There we
things.
go.
Okay, so just start a whole bit. Okay.
Alrighty, starting off with actor in leading role, we have Javier Bardem.
Oh my God, Javier Bardem. Well, I'll just read them.
From Being the Ricardos, we got
Being the Ricardos. So he's playing Desir.
We have Benedict Cumberbatch from The Power of the Dog.
No, he's just doing
we
it to
have
annoy me.
Andrew Gjorfield from Tick Tick Boom. Good win. And Will Smith from King Richard, and Denzel Washington from The Tragedy of
Okay,
Macbeth.
I have seen 3 of those.
We've seen that one. We've seen Tick Tick Boom.
I've seen 3 of them.
Those are the only 2 I've seen. I haven't even seen. I've only seen.
The surprise here was Javier Bardem made it in, but it's about 2 of Hollywood's. Being the Ricardos is about 2 of Hollywood's favorite things.
Yeah.
Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz and Hollywood.
Yes,
so
those are 3 things.
Kind of shoe in. The front runner was Will Smith, and then Tick Tick Boom came out, and Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and Andrew Garfield had some hype. Now it's a little bit less certain. But also The Power of the Dog had a lot of nominations, so it could just run away with everything.
We'll see. I think we have so many categories. We can't talk about just one for like 10 minutes.
Who do you think will win? Who do you think should win?
I think this guy will win. I want one of these 2 guys to win.
I want Andrew Garfield to do it.
Yeah, that's what I want. He was really good in that movie.
But the general consensus is like it's Will Smith's time.
It's his time.
And honestly, yeah, that'd be fine. He's just fine. He's good in that movie.
I didn't see that movie, but it's his time.
Andrew Garfield is so good in Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah,
he just completely and he does the singing. And he
did it good.
And he does the future monologue version, and then himself and he distinguishes them with minor nuances.
He did it good. He's really so good.
And he also did the most underrated performance of the year, which was pretend to not be in Spider-Man in every single press interview.
Yeah, no one talked about
12 straight months.
He convinced the world. He didn't do a very good job, but he convinced the world.
If Andrew Garfield wins, I think it'll mostly just be because of his general year as a whole.
He just had a good year.
Not that he wasn't good enough in that movie to win, but I think that'll be the explanation.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be Will Smith. I think they'll just...
I think it's his time. All right. Actor in a supporting role. We got Ciaran Hinds from Belfast. Troy Kotsur from Coda. Jesse Plemons from The Power of the Dog. J.K. Simmons from Being the Ricardos. And Cody Schmidt-McPhee from The Power of the Dog.
So Power of the Dog got 2 nominations in the same category.
I don't care about the dog. Everyone talking about the stupid dog. I don't care.
So I think this is going to be Troy Kotsur. I think he should win. I think he will win. He won the Golden Globe.
Honestly, Channing Tatum got snubbed from
and
Dog.
He's a deaf actor, so that'd be fun for them. He'll go up there. He'll do his little sign language speech or whatever.
It will be a very nice
and everyone will go, oh,
a very touching time. All right. Actress in a leading role. We got Jessica Chastain from The Eyes of Tammy Faye. We got Olivia Colman from The Lost Daughter. We got Penelope Cruz from Parallel Mothers. We got Nicole Kidman from Being the Ricardos. We got Kirsten Stewart from Spencer.
So, I
didn't see a single one of these movies.
So there was doubt that Kristen Stewart was the front runner, going into awards season.
Mm-hmm.
And then she didn't get nominated for the SAGs or the Critics' Choice, I don't think, or I don't even think she got nominated for a Golden Globe. So it was maybe not. But she has been nominated for this. I think she will win. I don't know if she should win. I haven't seen.
I haven't seen any of those. All right, actress in a supporting role. We've got Jessie Buckley from The Lost Daughter. Ariana DeBose from West Side Story.
She was Anita.
Yeah, the girl who lived in the same apartment as the main female lead. Judi Dench from Belfast. Kirsten Dunst from Power of the Dog.
Ingenue Ellis.
From King Richard. I want Ariana to win. I don't care about the rest. I think
it's gonna be Kirsten Dunst, or I don't.
Isn't she already nominated for something else?
What? Kirsten? No.
Oh,
but anyway, the thing with the Oscars is like normally you have like the clear winner in every category. I don't think it's that way this year. I think there's a lot of
toss-ups here.
This one they're old white dudes, so they'll probably lean toward your Judi Dench or your Kirsten Dunst, older white women. But I don't know. I think Ariana DeBose. I think they might give it to her.
Yeah, she did really good in that role.
The newcomer. They always love their newcomers, like the fresh young blood. And so I think it might be her, but they're probably going to give it to Kirsten Dunst.
All right, we have animated feature film. We have Encanto. We have Flea, which that movie exists. Luca, The Mitchells versus the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon. So right away, you're not winning. You're disqualified. Yep. You're not winning.
That's a foreign film, so it's not winning.
Encanto... No, it was good, but it wasn't anything special.
Okay, they're gonna give it to Encanto because it's a Disney movie.
Luca's Pixar, so maybe.
But it was
so mid.
Yeah,
it was so mid.
So
it wasn't bad. It was just very mid.
I think they're gonna give it to Encanto.
Encanto has absolutely exploded
because it's hot right now. And everyone's listening to me. It should be Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yes,
one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah,
generally great. It should be Mitchells. It's not going to be.
Because that movie went through development,
and it was on Netflix, and it's a Sony, and Encanto's a Disney, and they'll just pick the Disney. If you're Flea, I'm sorry, you're a foreign film. They don't even watch.
I need to watch Mitchells versus the Machines.
And Raya got nominated because
they needed another one to be in the category. Cinematography, we got the winner, Dune. We have Nightmare Alley. We have Power of the Dog. We have Tragedy of Macbeth. And we have West Side Story. Dune wins. Let's move on. Dune wins. Let's move on. There's nothing to talk about here.
Might take it.
Dune's gonna win. What are you talking about?
I think Dune is going to
West Side Story had some good cinematography, but it's not on the same level at all.
I think Dune's going to win because Dune, I think, they're just going to give it all the technical stuff.
Yeah, Dune wins this one, for sure.
Costume design,
Cruella wins. The rest don't matter.
Cyrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley, West Side Story. I think
Cruella wins. I mean, come on.
I think West Side Story is going to win.
But West Side Story was just like...
Here's why.
Normal looking. The dude was wearing freaking Converse the entire movie.
Old dresses.
There's not even any old... There's 2 old dresses.
No, all the girls are wearing old dresses.
All 2 of the girls in the movie.
There's
2 girls in that movie.
Okay. They love old dresses.
There's the big yellow dress, and then there's like the nightgown she wears. That's like it.
Okay. Hear me out, though. Dune is sci-fi.
Dune doesn't count. We're scratching that. Plus, the costumes were not great. Didn't even... I don't know what that is. I don't know what you are.
Old-timey, but like 1920s. Cruella, it's not going to win because
Cruella was old-timey.
Cruella was like weird 70s
Cruella
fashion.
had the fashion sense of like a fashion movie without even being a fashion
West Side Story is probably not going to win anything else. And they're going to want to give it something.
No, they'll give it Best Supporting Actress.
And it's got a lot of old-timey dresses. I'm telling you, West Side Story's going to
win. I think it's Cruella. I think Cruella has this one.
I don't think Cruella's going to win anything. I don't
know. How do you compete? Cruella like destroyed that category. They were like...
Just because you have a lot of costume design doesn't mean you win.
No, but they not only had a lot, but it was all like you could have seen that stuff like on an actual runway, and you wouldn't have thought twice.
Hear me out. Old-timey dresses.
There were old-timey dresses in Cruella. It takes place in like the 60s.
Older-timey dresses.
That's irrelevant. Away with you. All right, directing.
Okay,
Let's play the
one major snub here. Dene Villanue was not nominated for Best Director for Dune. That is wrong.
Yeah.
It's just plain wrong.
The fact that I was able to understand that story is a testament to
accomplishment on so many fronts.
The likes of which will not be seen for a very long time.
Our nominees were Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, Ryusuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, Jane Campion for Power of the Dog, and Steven Spielberg.
You're not going to win because you have all the Oscars. You're done. You're not going to win because no one cares. You're not going to win because your movie's weird. You
Sam,
could.
you have to tell us
You
who
could
you're reading
win
out for
because
the
we
audio
need.
listeners.
We need one oh yeah. Oh, West Side Story is not going to win because Steven Spielberg has all the awards.
Yeah, he's
Power of the
not
Dog is not
gonna
going to win because no one cares. Licorice Pizza is not going to win because it was weird. Ryusuke Hamaguchi might win just because I don't really have like a foreign winner in any category yet.
Sam, that's 2 years ago.
And Belfast, like no one cares.
Okay, so it's not going to be Drive My Car.
No, but I think they have to have an award for some foreign movie at some point. Like they always got to have one.
We'll get to that.
I think it's going to be here.
It's not going to be Kenneth Branagh. I don't think he doesn't have enough hype. Licorice Pizza, maybe. They love Paul Thomas Anderson.
They do love him, but that movie's weird.
It is weird.
That's a weird movie. Why?
But they love him.
Why?
They love him
Why?
so much. I think it's going.
Stop putting reverse
I think it's
pedophiles
going
in
to be
movies.
Jane Campion because Power of the Dog has the most nominations. It's nominated for Best Picture. If it wins Best Picture, it's going to win Best Director. But I think the thing with Power of the Dog is remember like 2 years ago when they got in trouble for having like no female nominees?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to recoup that. They gotta if they do. And last year, Chloe Zhao won Best Director.
Well, you
Get 2
can't do
years
two in a row.
No, but
we
like
had a
I
woman
think,
last
I
year.
think
You
she's
can't
gonna
have
win.
two
I think
women.
that movie. It's just like the general like if most of these categories don't have a front runner, but that's like the one.
If there's no foreign
They're giving
nominee in
the edge
any
to.
other category, then I think he'll win. If not,
he was the one that edged out Dene Villeneuve. I think he just kind of crawled his way in there. So I don't think he's gonna.
yeah. Also, I
beat
haven't
it.
seen this movie either. But
That movie is 3 hours long, and it's not. Playing...
isn't it based on like a 15-minute short film too?
No, it's
'Cause we looked it up last time.
Yeah, we did. It's a 3 hour.
It's an
movie.
adaptation of like a short film he made.
Yeah, something like that. But it's only playing. It's not on streaming anywhere.
Yeah.
Like not even on PVOD.
It's only in Japan. as
It's
far as
only
I'm
in
aware.
theaters, and it's like not playing in any theaters, so you can't really.
Not
watch
even
it.
like the weird artsy theaters.
Yeah. So anyway, so directing, I'm locking in Jane Campion.
Alrighty, documentary feature Ascension, made by all those people.
Attica,
made by those two guys or girls,
Flea, and
which I thought was animated, but okay.
It is. It's an animated documentary.
That's not how documentaries work,
it's
but
weird.
okay. Summer of Soul or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. What? Or Writing with Fire.
It is going to be Summer of Soul because that was on Hulu.
Or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised.
Yeah.
Gotta read the entire title.
So it's going to be that one because it was released on Hulu, which means most of them could watch it.
Mhm.
And two, it's in English.
As opposed to...
Flea is a foreign
I know this
thing.
one's not in English.
I think it's German. And then Ascension and Attica and Writing with Fire. Summer of Soul is the one that everyone's heard of. It's going to be that
Yeah,
one.
okay. It's gonna be that one then.
Documentary short. No one's heard of any of these.
Audible, Don't Know What You Are, Lead Me Home, Never Heard of You, The Queen of Basketball, sounds like a Disney Plus show. The three songs for Benzer, Okie Dokie, and When We Were Bullies. Alrighty, never heard of any of you. I don't really
just
know
pick
what any of you are.
What was the 3 songs?
Film editing.
Okay.
Don't Look Up, Don't Clown Yourself, You're Not Winning Anything, Get Out. Dune will win. King Richard is nominated. Power of the Dog is also nominated, and Tick Tick Boom is also nominated.
So here's the thing about editing and the Oscars.
Actually, Tick Tick Boom could win.
Whatever one has the most cuts will win Best Editing because they don't know what editing is at the Academy.
Yeah. Well, I think Tick Tick Boom could win.
It's between Tick Tick Boom and Dune. Don't Look Up is just normal editing.
Dune,
King Richard is
Dune,
just normal
the editing in Dune was nothing special. It was very.
But
cut
I think
and, it was
the
very
only-
cut and dry.
The only reason Dune would win is because of the technical stuff, and that's just a technical.
But Tick Tick Boom had those like where they were cutting back to the show he was doing.
I think that's what's gonna edge.
I think Tick Tick Boom's
It's
editing
because of the way they edited him.
was so far and away ahead of everything else we've seen.
Yeah.
I think Tick Tick Boom is a shoe-in for this, but I don't think they
I'm
care.
locking in Dune.
I'm locking in Tick Tick
Dune
Boom.
will win. Tick Tick Boom should win.
Yeah. All right.
International Drive My Car will
feature
win
film.
because it is nominated for Best Picture, and the rest of them are not.
And it's in Japan, which is one of the 2 countries Americans watch stuff from.
So Parasite was nominated for Best Picture and Best International 2 years ago, and it was like, well, that one's gonna win.
Yeah.
Because obviously they just consider it better than the other ones.
Yeah.
So
I know a
Drive
lot
My
of people
Car-
were upset about
I
that
don't
too.
think Drive My Car. Parasite had hype to get it to win all these other categories.
Drive My Car is the only one with hype.
I don't think it has as much hype as Parasite did, which
but it's also the only one.
Which makes me think it'll just win this one and maybe like one other.
Yeah.
One. So the Drive My Car is
This category should just. Why isn't this just like the same as Best Picture? Why does this category like exist?
because there's films that they watched and then films that they didn't watch.
This is the didn't watch category?
Didn't watch category.
How about they just have some like international judges on the panel?
It was foreign language, but people didn't like that, so they switched it to international.
Why not just have some of the judges for all the movies be from other countries and make them the same
Because
category?
then they wouldn't be in the same retirement community.
That's true. All right, makeup and hairstyling.
Oh my God.
We have Coming to America. No,
Why?
Cruella wins. Dune is here for some reason.
Eyes of Tammy
The
Faye.
Eyes of Tammy Faye,
Okay.
I've never heard of. And House of Gucci.
So-
they could win because of the whole
That's
thing
of Jared Leto.
with Jared Leto.
So Jared Leto in House of Gucci, they made Jared Leto a very fat
nasty man. He looked super nasty.
And then Eyes of Tammy Faye, Jessica Chastain was wearing a lot of makeup. Dune, I mean, they had like the desert people with the blue eyes, but
That's not makeup.
and I guess they had the
That's
aliens
CGI.
too. They had like they were wearing like the white make. They had
What
some
aliens? There were no like alien aliens.
makeup. Well, what are the villains in Dune? What was the names?
Harkonnen?
Yeah, they had like they were.
But
all,
they
like,
just
white
like
and
didn't
they were
have
all-
noses. They weren't really like anything.
And then Cruella is not going to win, and then Coming to America is not going to win.
Her hair was so kooky
I think
and crazy.
It's between Eyes of Tammy Faye and House of Gucci. Is a lot of makeup.
Honestly, Coming to America could like
it was not good.
it could be the surprise
Oh my
winner.
God, what if it won?
Because
Coming to America is so bad.
yeah, the movie sucks, but they do that thing where they have them like be every character,
Yeah.
and they got the makeup. The makeup is impressive for
But
that.
it's the Oscars, so it's between Eyes of Tammy. It's a
But
question
Tucker,
of whether a lot
This
of
was on Amazon Prime. They saw this one.
Yeah, but
They saw that
it's
one.
so goofy.
They didn't see this one. No one cares about you.
Okay. So Eyes of Tammy, it's between the amount of makeup on Jessica Chastain's face and the prosthetics they gave to Jared Leto to make him a very fat Italian man.
Yes.
So I'm locking in House of Gucci because why not? They love.
I'm gonna go with the
prosthetic
I'm gonna
fat
go with the
man.
underdog pick. I'm gonna go with Coming to
Same
America.
as picking the wrong one.
I know, but I think
Best
it'd be funny. If
original
it,
score.
don't look up again. Get out. Stop existing. Dune wins. Encanto is okay. The score in Encanto. There's like no score in Encanto.
It's a musical.
Why are you even nominated?
It's not because it's a musical.
You shouldn't be here. Parallel Mothers. I didn't see in The Power of the Dog. Who cares? Dune wins.
Dune's gonna win.
Hans Zimmer win.
win.
And that's how you win.
Power of the Dog. I only saw half of Power of the Dog. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch the rest. I promise.
I'm gonna watch. I was waiting for the nominees to come out before I went through and watched them all. But Power of the Dog, as far as I remember from the half I saw, it was mostly like acoustic stuff. And then Dune has got the big. It's gonna be Dune.
Yeah, Dune wins. All right, music, original song.
Okay.
Be Alive.
The big before we get into this, the big story for this one was
Yeah, they didn't nominate We Don't Talk About Bruno, which is
was
the biggest song.
because Disney did not submit it.
Yeah, well, Lin-Manuel Miranda instructed them not to.
Yeah.
He said that this song is the one that captures the heart of the movie, which I agree.
Yeah.
We Don't Talk About Bruno is just kind of
It's
like
the
it's
radio
a
hit.
very popular song, but it's not what the movie's
Yeah.
about. It's just sort of a thing that they do.
Okay. Here's my thing with the original song category. I think you should actually have to play the song during the actual movie.
Yeah.
Because so our nominees are "Be Alive" from King Richard, "Dos Origutas from Encanto, "Down to Joy" from Belfast, "No Time to Die" from No Time to Die, "Somehow You Do" from Four Good Days. Somehow You Do.
This is the only
Down
one
to Joy
that
and
I
Be
know
Alive
of.
all play during the credits.
Yeah, this one they do play during the credits,
But
they also sing it towards the beginning of the movie.
Is played during the opening credits, but it's a Bond theme. So that's
So
just
it's
what you do.
it's not really during the movie.
I think because it's not, we don't talk about Bruno. I think No Time to Die is going to take it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they love Billie Eilish.
This is the better song, like by far. But No Time to Die has James Bond in the name.
and they've had Billie Eilish perform at the Oscars for like the past 4 years.
Yeah.
She didn't even do anything.
They like her.
So they love Billie Eilish. I think they're just going to give it to her.
You see here, she dyed her hair black now. It's not
Oh my
it's not
gosh,
blonde
what is
anymore.
Doesn't she dye her hair like every week though?
No, it was green for like ever, but then people kept noticing her, and so she dyed it blonde, so people would stop noticing her, and then people started noticing her again, and so now she dyed it black. All right.
Just go orange.
Yeah, there you go. All right, best picture. We got
Okay.
this is the big one, boys. We got Belfast, which no one has seen. We have Coda, which no one has seen. We have Don't Look Up, which absolutely should not be here. Normies thought this movie was stupid.
The only rotten film on Rotten Tomatoes nominated picture.
Yeah, this is You should
hang
not
on.
be
Scroll
here.
down a little bit more past this a little bit, just real quick. Did they
Oh,
put
whoa,
the
there's
script?
a lot of
I
them.
guess they put more. Okay, whatever. This is a website. The Academy put their own website in a weird order. But anyway, so
Yeah, okay, so don't look up. Absolutely disgusting that it's even here.
So it's Belfast, Coda. Don't Look Up. Drive My Car.
Which,
Dune.
man, just is in every category. Okay, then they win foreign film then, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
So right away, it's not you.
Okay.
It's maybe you.
So honestly,
It's not you. Maybe you.
you have to say what.
Oh, right.
It's
I
a
gotta say the
podcast.
thing.
They
It's not
don't
West
see
Side
you.
Story. It's maybe Power of the Dog. It's not Nightmare Alley. Maybe Licorice Pizza. Maybe King Richard. Maybe Dune. Not Drive My Car. Well, maybe Drive. I don't know. This one could go a lot of ways. It's
Yeah,
definitely
that's what I'm
okay. It's
saying.
not Belfast or Coda or Don't Look
Coda's
Up.
too small.
It's definitely not these three. You should. I cannot express
My
enough.
greatest fear is that Don't Look Up will win Best Picture.
Look up. Okay. This movie has a whopping 56 on Rotten Tomatoes. A whopping massive schlong of 56%. A 56% schlong.
The funniest part about this is probably the most.
And this is
watched
critic
film nominated.
reviews.
Yeah.
Audience score was 78. The audience score is not terrible.
Which is
The
weird for Rotten
critics,
Tomatoes.
which is that's the Academy.
That would normally love this thing.
They were the ones who did the 56. So
Maybe you don't hire a political speechwriter to write a screenplay.
why are you?
I don't think it's gonna win. I hope it doesn't win. I don't like Adam McKay. I don't like his movie, which is just there to make fun of a certain political group in the United States with pretty much no other substance than that. Coda is too happy to win.
Can't have a smiley movie.
It's just a good solid story that just everyone at the end of the movie everyone's happy and they all get what they want.
Can't have that.
We cannot have that. Belfast.
Who even knows what you're about?
Driving My Car is a foreign film, so they're not going to
I mean,
let that one win.
it could be a Parasite
It could be,
again.
but I don't think it's going to be Parasite. And then Dune is a sci-fi film, and
Dune
it's the first
could
half
win.
of a movie.
Yeah, Dune
Okay.
would have won if it wasn't the first episode of an HBO Max
Here's
show.
my thought on Dune. I think it's not going to win. It wasn't even nominated for director, but I don't think it's going to win screenwriting or Best Picture.
Yeah.
I think they're going to Lord of the Rings it, where Lord of the Rings they didn't nominate the first two for anything, and then Return of the King they gave it Best Picture and like everything else. I think they're going to do that with Dune. When Part 2 comes out, that'll be the one that wins all the awards. And,
Yeah, they'll wait for Dune 2 to come out.
and that'll be the big happy moment. So I don't think Dune is going to win. I think Dune Part 2 has probably got a better chance than that.
All right, then we
Richard,
got King Richard.
A little too small for the Oscars. It's a good movie. It's a strong movie, but I don't think it's strong enough.
Yeah.
Licorice Pizza.
Weird, gross, bad,
Sam
weird. Stop it.
hates
It's
licorice pizza.
weird.
I
The
don't think it's
name
gonna
makes
win.
me uncomfortable.
Why do you hate licorice?
What on earth is licorice pizza? That sounds
It's
disgusting.
pizza with licorice on it.
That's gross. Why would you eat that? Why would you choose to ruin pizza?
Sam, why do you think it's a quirky character trait of one of the characters? I'm guessing.
It probably is, and that doesn't mean I gotta like it.
Nightmare Alley. Little too generic. I think. I don't think they are gonna like that one.
Oh, my computer is almost die.
Why don't you plug it in?
It is plugged in, but it's on USB-C, so it still might die.
Okay.
Anyway,
Power of the Dog is going to probably win.
Yeah.
And then West Side Story, it'd be fun if it won, but it won't. I'm locking in Power of the Dog.
Yeah, you keep talking. I'm gonna go get my other chart.
Okay. So yeah, I think Power of the Dog probably has the chance over the other ones, but honestly, this one is a toss-up between a couple of them. It will not be Coda. It will not be Dune. Oh shoot, what did I do on the computer? It will not be Coda. Nothing, it's fine. You're good. It will not be Coda. It will not be Belfast. It will not, hopefully, we don't look up. It will not be Dune. So honestly, I'm locking in Power of the Dog will win. West Side Story probably should win. West Side Story is also a good movie, and it's just sad enough for them.
But it's also like 50 years old. So.
But it's also a remake of an old movie. So
Well, it's also a remake of a play from the freaking 1400s. So.
yeah, they do love their old. Nightmare Alley is also technically a remake. So
Alrighty.
who knows?
That's funny.
Production design. Dune will win. Moving on.
Yep. Well, West Side. Okay. West Side Story had some amazing set
That's
pieces.
true. Power of the Dog. It's
Like, okay.
just a Western. I
Yeah,
don't know why
none of these count. Dune was amazing, but aside from that one shot where like the ships are all exploding, really wasn't anything special in terms of production design. All of the rooms were just like
I don't know. The
empty.
ships were pretty cool.
Yeah, but those are all from like other. We've seen those before. They didn't design any of that. That's been Dune canon lore stuff for a long time.
They put it into live action. They put it into a movie.
Yeah,
Other than just a book like on paper.
West Side Story, again, it wasn't perfect either. But I feel like there were more grand set pieces, like when they're dancing through the town square and there's all the dresses and fruits and stuff flying around. Whereas like Dune is like, there's two settings: desert or inside of Grey Castle.
I don't know why Power of the Dog is nominated. That's just like go to Montana. That's
anyway. Dune will win. I think West Side Story has a strong chance, though.
I don't know why Tragedy of Macbeth got nominated
because it was
intentionally barren set design. Yeah, because of the way the cinematography was done. I guess that's why it got nominated, because it was so minimal. But I don't know. That's kind of just strange to me. I think you've convinced me. I think West Side Story might take it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a toss-up between West Side Story and Dune.
Especially if it doesn't win a whole lot else, they're going to want to give it something.
Like, aside from the salt place, which was just literally a warehouse, every other set was, like, really well-designed. Like, the apartment looked like it. I mean, it was a very well-designed set. Like, everything came together really well and looked really nice. But anyway.
Short
film, animated, Affairs of the Heart, haven't seen.
Did Pixar do any of these?
Box Ballot, haven't seen. Robin, haven't seen. Windshield Wiper, haven't seen. Let's move on.
Short film, live action, who knows?
Ala Kachu, Take and Run.
Dress. I'm gonna go with The
Long Goodbye. That one sounds the coolest.
Riz Ahmed was involved with that one. They know who he is. I'm gonna go with that one.
On My Mind, which I'm pretty sure is a song. And Please Hold. Alrighty.
Okay, sound. Best sound. So this used to be two categories. It used to be sound editing and sound mixing.
But no one knows what those are.
And it was not sound design, which
is what it should be. Yeah.
But because mixing and editing, they didn't know what the difference was. They would just give the same movie both, and it was the same guy doing it. So the guy would go up there and get it.
Just get two awards.
Stand to the side off stage before they said his name again, and then go and get the other one, and then go off.
That's very dumb.
So they've just made it one category. It's not just best sound.
To be fair, I mean that's probably.
The nominees are Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
Dune. No Time to Die could win. It's got to win something.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It's an action film.
They've all seen it though, and they all like it because they're old.
I don't know. It's just gunshots. It's just like normal action.
No, there's the missile noises. Ooh. There's the noise of them kicking the racist guy.
To Dune.
Dune. Let's not kid ourselves.
Betting all my money on
let's not kid ourselves.
Dune's visual effects. Dune will win. Moving on.
Yeah.
Not even worth going over the.
Spider-Man.
Really?
Spider-Man.
Really? It had unfinished CGI.
Spider-Man.
Shang-Chi, no. Come on, guys, really? No Time to Die. It was just like
what special effects did they even have?
I guess those bullets looked real good. Free Guy intentionally looked like a video game, so.
That could win. Okay, but think about it. They bombarded the screen with like every effect ever.
Wait, you're counting on the fact that the old people who watched that movie even knew what it was about.
That's a good point.
They don't even know what video games are.
But they could have seen all the flashy lights and been like,
Dune. It's gonna be Dune. It's not even a question.
Yeah, it's gonna
Dune
be
is a shoo-in for visual.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dune.
Best adapted screenplay. Coda, Drive My Car.
Drive My Car. This is the one Drive My Car will win.
The Lost Daughter and the Power.
This is where Drive My Car comes in.
Maybe.
Okay, and if Dune doesn't get if Dune gets Best Picture, Drive My Car. If Dune doesn't get Best Picture, it's Dune.
Dune's not gonna win Best Picture no matter what. But yeah, I think you're right.
I think Dune will win if Drive My Car doesn't.
I think you're Drive My Car is a pretty good bet.
The fact that they were able to adapt Dune into a something that anyone could hypothetically watch and understand is incredible.
Yeah, no,
incredible adaptation. But, Dune outclasses all of these by far.
I think it might. Again, it could be any of these. Honestly,
no, it's not going to be Lost Daughter, Power of the Dog, or Coda. It's one of these two, and it's only this one if it doesn't win anything else. If this one wins nothing else, it'll win this one.
International feature. It's gonna win international feature. But,
then Dune will win.
It really should be Dune.
It really should be Dune.
I knew it was happening.
Yeah,
they should get an award for that.
Yeah.
Writing, original screenplay, our last category.
Why are you here?
So, Sam,
stop showing up.
You want to know the worst
thing?
Go
home.
That is going to win. Don't Look Up is going to win Best Original
No,
Screenplay.
it's
I will
not.
bet money on it.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
They love Adam McKay.
No, they don't.
They hate who that movie.
They don't
hates.
they don't hate Zach. They love Zach.
Sam.
They're huge fans of Zach. I don't
King
think you
Richard,
understand.
no.
I don't think you understand how cool Zach is.
Does it count as an original screenplay if it's just based on someone's life?
I mean,
You just stole what happened to them and just.
So would you argue this should be an under adaptation then?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. No, it's whatever. It's not gonna be King
It's not
Richard.
Belfast because stop
Worst
pretending
Person in
you're
the
a real
World is
movie.
a foreign film, so they didn't watch it. Licorice Pizza, maybe.
It's got this name on it.
If
right
it's
here.
not Don't Look Up, it's Licorice Pizza.
It's not going to be Don't Look Up. I'm
think
praying it's like I
Sam,
don't like this, but I'm praying it's this.
It's gonna be Don't Look Up.
I don't want it to be Don't Look Up. I don't want that. Go home.
It's a snarky, mean comedy about how much they hate a certain group of people in the United States.
But I don't like this movie.
And
this
it's about
movie is
Sam,
bad.
it's a metaphor for climate change and also COVID.
And also meteorites.
No, because you know what they're gonna do is they'll give the award to them, and then they'll have their funny, goofy
they gotta
late-night
do their
host go up there and
little-
do COVID jokes. It's gonna work
He's
out
got to
perfectly.
be like, oi, so COVID, am I right, gang? And they're going to be like, oh my gosh,
Go out there and go-
he is right. I do know what
and
COVID
he'll
is.
go Donald Trump, and they'll go.
Ha ha. Remember that
He
guy?
was the president.
He was the president. You're right. All right.
I love
I think that's
the
it. I think that's it for the
Oscars.
Oscars.
All right,
And done with that
we're
segment.
done with that. Oh, we got to talk about what people thought were snubs.
Yeah.
Idiots thought Spider-Man: No Way Home was going to get nominated for
Okay,
Best
it
Picture.
should have been nominated
It should
at least.
not have
I don't
been
think it should
nominated.
win. I don't even think it should come close to winning.
Why would it get
But
nominated?
I just want it to be there, you know? I just think it should be in
The
there.
ratings would have gone up,
Exactly.
but it shouldn't have been nominated.
Pig? No.
Pig?
Screw you,
Nicolas
Pig.
Cage should have gotten best nominated for Best Actor.
He should have been nominated for actor, not for best
And
film,
maybe
though.
the director. The director's... Oh, that movie's so good.
French Dispatch. No.
It's just Wes Anderson doing it.
The last duel everyone forgot about as soon as it happened, and the director was a butt about it, so I don't really care.
The only thing that had anything going for it was maybe Jodie Comer for Best Actress.
No, the director was like, "Oh, kids these days don't understand good movies.
Yeah,
no one goes to the
Ridley
movies."
Scott
to see
was
it."
like,
and then
they're
like a
on their
month later,
phones.
Spider-Man like brought everyone back, and he's like, "People just don't go to see good movies anymore." It's like, shut up, idiot.
The Card Counter.
Sounds cool. I never heard of it.
And yeah, I just didn't know.
The Green Knight also cool.
That probably should have done cinematography or production.
How Hard Do They Fall? Have not heard of.
Lady Gaga for Best Actress was the biggest
No,
shock.
she keeps not being nominated for that. She's done. Be done with that. Stop it. Go home. Go retire. Do
Again,
something
Nicolas
else.
Cage and Delaney. We talked about those two.
Or not retire, but just stop being
No, I
nominated for a
think
little bit.
That is surprising that she didn't get nominated though.
But she's been nominated like 3 years, like a lot of times.
She's got nominated once.
Well, yeah, but it was a really big nomination, so I don't want to hear about it anymore.
She's trying to build up her career as a big.
She did that. She did that. She been done that. She already got that.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage, I don't care.
we already said that.
Denise Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
For what? What did she direct?
That's direct. That's a guy.
What did he direct?
Dune.
Right.
You remember anything?
Not this. No, I don't.
You're trying to pronounce
Not that. All right, Razzies.
Oh
Why
my
is this
God.
show
We
still
don't
on?
have to go through the Razzies.
Yeah, we
if
do.
Want to.
Yeah, we do. Why did the screen just... Okay, there we go. We're back.
Okay, the Razzies.
This is going on for 42 years?
The Razzies are dumb, and I hate them. Everyone hates them.
Conceptually,
but
they're
they still do
stupid. Let's just go through it.
It. Oh, this movie
No,
sucks.
I don't want to read all this. Where's the
There
nominations?
they are. Worst picture.
Karen. Or Space Jam. It's one of those two. Worst actor.
They're gonna give it to LeBron James.
Yeah, because it's funny.
Or
Mark Wahlberg. That'd be
They're
funny.
gonna give it to Megan Fox.
I have
And that
not
whole
heard of any of
video
these
film.
movies either.
Worst supporting actress.
That's a take. That's a take
What
right
does
there.
it take?
But it says Dear Evan Hansen for the audio listeners. Sophie, I don't know any of these people.
And they're gonna give it to Diana the Musical for worst supporting actress. Aaron
Yep,
Davey.
worst supporting actor, Ben Affleck, Last Duel, it's him.
Why? What?
I don't even know what this is.
What?
Oh, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto's gonna
Give it to
win.
Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Make him mad. All right.
No, apparently I haven't seen House of Gucci, but apparently his whole bit he's like he like ruins the movie single handedly.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I've heard
he's
too.
just doing like he's literally doing like it's an me Italian man. What's going on?
He's
Mamma
me,
mia."
murder man. I'm here to ruin the party.
Like he's literally doing like worst Mario impression you've ever heard. Like he's going, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, am I gonna get the shot? Oh, I want a spaghetti.
Oh no! All right, worst performance by Bruce Willis in 2021. In a 2021. Wait,
This
what?
was the funny gimmick category because he does all this crappy like direct to DVD
All right,
sci-fi films.
Hilarious. This one. Why not? Worst screen couple. Any klutzy cast member and Amy Lamy sized or choreographed? What?
Can we just stop? I hate this.
Enough of that. Worst.
Okay, this just made what? Okay,
Worst
remake ripoff
or
or sequel. Karen.
What is that?
Inadvertent remake of Cruella de Vil. The character from a
We're
book?
done. We're done with that. Their brain nowhere.
Everyone hates the Razzies.
Razzies, your brain. You're the worst award for worst award show. The
Goes
Razzies.
to the Razzies.
Shut up. Okay.
And then the 420 award.
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson cast as Madam Web in the newest film in the
Spunk. Oh, great.
S.J. Clarkson will direct the film from a script by Matt Sazama and Burt
Awesome.
Sharpless.
It's cool.
Sony is planning to turn her into their Doctor Strange type character
That makes sense.
and rework her as in the comic. She is a it's the 50 Shades of Grey lady.
Oh, I remember her from having no personality in that movie.
And in general.
I remember when she played a literal chunk of wood.
They're going to rework her because in the comic she's a blind, deathly ill.
My favorite part of that movie is when she Google searches what a butt plug is.
Good job, Sam. No, so in the comics, there's the original Madam Web, who is the elderly lady who just sits in a chair all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then recently they did a new one who was Jessica Carpenter became Madam Web.
And she's a little bit more
who was
active.
one of the Spider-Womans.
Yeah.
She's the Spider-Woman that wore like the all black suit.
No, that's Silk, I thought.
No, Silk's a different character, Sam. Come up.
Silk's the one that has the magic hormones that make her inexplicit, like just want to have sex with Peter Parker all the time, anytime they get near each other.
Yep. That's a real story.
That's canon. That's real. That's currently canon. That's not like some pervy thing from the 90s.
The thing they're probably going to do is do Jessica Carpenter because, or just whatever her name is. They're going to do the newer one because that one is just like a normal person except for she's blind.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll just do the blind. And that way she can run around and still do things and not just sit in a chair all the time.
Great.
Why they're doing Madam Web, I don't know. Should they have just done Spider-Woman or Spider-Gwen or Silk?
Yes. All right. Of Paramount officially greenlight Scream 6. I don't want to talk about Scream. Netflix.
You can't just skip things. We just gotta
yeah,
do
we
them.
can.
Paramount
They officially greenlight Scream. What else is there to say?
They're gonna do Scream 6. The directors are coming back and the writers are coming back, and then they're gonna shoot it in the summer.
Awesome. Netflix unveils 2022 film slate consisting of 86 movies with nearly a two-week through line the entire year.
You did not read that.
Throughout the entire
There's gonna be There's gonna be an average of 2 new Netflix movies a week for the entire year.
Jeez.
That's gonna be 61 English films, 20 non-English titles, and 5 animated films.
Goodness.
Among these are Tall Girl 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, A Medea Homecoming, The Adam Project, Matilda, Blonde, which is their Marilyn Monroe biopic with Ana de Armas, Enola Holmes 2, The Gray Man, which is an action film with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and of course the big one, Knives Out 2.
Oh my gosh! I want to go on my own.
Not that Pinocchio. It's
Do we have that?
No.
Let's play that.
You're like, let's skip Scream 6 and Jurassic World. Let's talk about the Pinocchio.
Okay, I'd much rather talk about the animated Yossified Pinocchio than Scream 6. The Russo brothers, for those of you who are unaware, you've seen the TikToks.
Yeah,
you already know what I'm talking about. You know what it is. You've
seen
it. You're on TikTok.
This
you know.
news show comes out 5 days after or more after the news happens.
The Russo brothers producing a new live-action movie for Disney Plus based on the Judy Blume book Super Fudge.
I remember hearing about this book when at like the book fair.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm
about a boy and his family. The book is about a boy and his family have to go on a citywide journey
through Manhattan to find his little brother.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Well, that sounds fine.
Great. Disney Plus announces 2 new holiday-themed movies: Under Wraps 2, a direct sequel to last year's remake
of Under Wraps, which was the first ever Disney Channel original film.
Good to
and
know.
then they remade it last year for Halloween, and they're going to do a sequel.
The Naughty Nine, a Christmas film, a bunch of kids who didn't get presents and breaking into Santa's work. So the plot of that one Teen Titans Go episode.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. When I put that in, I was like, he's going to say it's like that Teen Titans Go.
It is literally the plot of that Teen Titans Go episode. All right, Paramount and Nickelodeon form partnership with La Fig, Belgium, and IMPS to produce IMPS to produce multiple Smurfs films and TV series. Can we just be done with the Smurfs? Why are we still talking about them?
Sam, if you want to know why we're still doing Smurfs, go to Google real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Google Smurfs film box office. No, not The Lost Village.
That's the most recent one. Oh, go away. Oh, you were saying?
Okay.
You were saying?
Okay. Go back.
You
Go back. Now you want to know.
saying?
Now you need to know why they keep trying.
It says 197 million for those of you who don't.
Look up Smurfs 1 box office. For the audio listeners, Smurfs The Lost Village was the last one they did, which was all animated. They made 197.2 million. That is why. That is why they keep trying. $563.7 million. All
right, no.
From the original Smurfs film. That is the reason.
No. Okay, well, that's actually not even that much worse.
They've made less money as they keep going.
Oh my gosh, they literally reused the same poster.
Go to the other one.
They literally, that's almost identical.
Oh my god, look, he's doing the same pose.
They just added, 2 more
changed
Smurfs
him in the background.
That's pathetic. All right.
So, the reason they keep trying is because of that.
Cool.
It's the same reason they keep doing Transformers movies. It's like one of them made a lot, and even if the rest of them make less, they're just going to keep doing it, keep trying.
All right.
Their first thing under this new deal will be it'll be what is Sam doing? What is he doing? Oh my gosh, he's changing his settings.
There we go.
The first thing they're gonna do under this new deal is produce an animated musical film releasing on December 20th, 2024. It's gonna be written by Pam Brady, a South Park and Team America World Police writer. What a great fit with Smurfs.
What a great. Okay, actually though, if they turn the Smurfs into
Team
South
America
Park,
World Police.
South Park type situation, I would actually watch that.
And the Smurfs CGI series, which is currently airing on Nickelodeon,
picked up on has
been picked up for a full 26 episode second season.
Oh yeah, John Williams was trending on Twitter. I just wanted to let everyone know he's not dead. He turned. It was just his 90th birthday,
and he's still working.
Yeah, he's still okay. Well, so is Danny DeVito and all those.
Oh, but he's almost. John Williams is 90 years old.
Yeah, he's very old.
He's doing 2 movies this year.
Even though he said he was done with movies forever. All right. According to Olympian, what is this? You just put this in the nothing else.
No, I think you were putting that.
I didn't.
And then you didn't
I don't know what
it.
this is. I didn't put this here.
I didn't put that.
You just wrote according to Olympian.
I think you were going to write something and you just didn't.
No, this is definitely you who did that.
It was not me. Maybe it was Patrick.
Maybe. I doubt it. Tom Cruise says that Mission Impossible 7 and 8 will have a seamless transition into one another. That the films will be a culmination and end to the Mission Impossible saga.
They're going to kill him off at the end of the 8th one.
Yep. Spoiler alert for a movie that isn't even being made yet. West Side Story will release on Disney Plus and HBO Max on March 2nd after Oscar nomination.
Yeah,
Why
so
both?
The thing with the Oscars is now that we have the nominees out, expect a lot of the films to go to
But
streaming.
why both?
What?
Why both?
Oh, they had a deal because all the Fox movies had a deal with HBO. And then when Disney bought them, they had to still honor that, but they still want them to go to Disney Plus. So
interesting. Okay.
All of the Fox movies are going to.
Ray Fisher lands next film role in Zack Snyder's sci-fi film Rebel Moon.
Which this was his thing that he pitched as a Star Wars movie back when they were still making those.
Yeah, but then they turned him down.
No, and then he was just like, "I'll just do it if it's slightly different for Netflix," and that's what he's doing now. Good for both of them. Zack Snyder, I'm glad they're just letting him do Zack Snyder stuff over on Netflix.
Yeah, cool. Good for him.
We'll have a built-in audience.
There was some concept art too, but I don't care enough about this movie yet. So we'll see that later. America Ferrera joins the Barbie film. Awesome. Russell Crowe joins Kraven the Hunter movie. Great. The Village Roadshow Pictures, a movie company, is suing Warner Bros. Over the HBO Max and theaters dual release of Matrix Resurrections as they were not consulted about the decision. Guys, they said a year ago that all their movies were on HBO Max. I don't know why you're just mad about this now.
You want to know why?
You've been known about this.
So, Village Roadshow was okay. So they co-produced Matrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Village Roadshow owns part of the IP for it.
Of course, yes.
Okay. Their deal was if the movie recuperated the production budget, then they would both get a cut.
Mm-hmm.
If it didn't, Village Roadshow had to fork over both the IP for the Matrix and a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so the real reason they're doing this is to not have to give up their section of the IP and then also the money.
Yeah.
They're going to lose this lawsuit.
Sorry, you suck. Sucks to suck.
Because
you suck. Mission Impossible 7 production budget has reached a massive 190 million buckaroos due to COVID-19 delays and production issues. Very cool. Sometimes weekly box office breakdown.
Yeah, it's time for my sometimes weekly box office breakdown. You're stepping on the cord
I'm
for
not
my
stepping
microphone.
on the cord. It's just far away.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, so Moonfall and
Yep.
and
Jackass Forever opens to $23 million budget of with a budget of $10 million.
So Jackass Forever opens to $23.5 million on a budget of $10 million, so automatically recouped its budget and made profit.
And doubled, yeah.
It repped in a 67% audience share between the ages of 18 and 34, and a 25% audience share for those above 35. Which means, despite the original series on MTV being 22 years old, the brand is actually developing a younger audience, which is insane.
Yeah, because it's just like...
And really, really good for
it's
that
like
franchise.
YouTube and TikTok comedy, but like...
Yeah.
It's like 60-year-old men doing it.
Which is what so the film benefited from a great marketing campaign consisting of a large social media presence all over TikTok and YouTube, ad spots on major networks, and Johnny Knoxville did a WWE thing. Like, he did multiple matches of WWE.
And probably got some more brain damage.
Meanwhile, Moonfall lived up to its name and totally just sank and crashed and burned. That opened a number
We do need to go see this.
We have to now?
Yeah. Moist Critical said that it was really funny, so now we gotta go watch it.
I asked, on record, I asked Sam, are we gonna go see Moonfall? And he went, no, I don't care.
I thought it was just gonna be lame bad. Now I'm thinking it might be funny bad. I want to see the funny bad.
It made $10 million on a $146 million production budget. That was independently financed.
Ooh.
So Roland Emmerich used his own money and got a bunch of foreign investors to give him a bunch of cash.
God, that's 140% loss.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
That's gonna lose. So, which means
imagine burning $140 million. Imagine just not having that much money anymore. All of a sudden, it's gone.
And that's twice for marketing.
Yeah,
and they marketed that. That's somewhere.
That's over a 200% loss.
$300 million they spent on this thing.
That's well over a 200% loss.
The idea was that this was greenlit before COVID, and the idea was this was going to play big in China and international markets.
It's more than that, right? Yeah, because it would have been. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Yeah.
So the idea was this was going to do really well in foreign markets, and then COVID hit, and now those aren't doing as well, and no one's allowed to release American movies in China right now. And now they're going to lose probably $250 million on Moonfall.
God, imagine making a movie that bad.
Did you see that? Did you also see that he was like saying that Marvel movies and Star Wars movies were dumb? He was like, no one's doing original stuff anymore.
Maybe it's because original stuff
he's making
sucks.
the same movie he's been making since Independence Day in 1996.
Maybe make a better movie,
He blamed Marvel for killing like original ideas. If you trace it all the way back, Roland Emmerich is what killed original ideas, because the whole gimmick of just you go to a movie to see big CGI things happen, that was him. That was all. He started that. That is entirely his fault. Just.
Oof, okay. Home entertainment spending up last year again with a $32.3 billion in 2021. This makes sense. I mean, COVID and everything's still going on.
Electronic sell-through purchases or on-demand rentals and subscriptions rose 15% to $8 billion, and that's not counting PVOD or Disney's Premier Access feature.
Does this also count Game Pass?
No, this is just this is TV and movies only.
So video games are not home entertainment.
Just movies. The top-performing TV series across all rent and purchasing platforms throughout the entire year was Paramount's Yellowstone, which is just a monster hit across the board. It's making so much cash.
What?
Yeah, a show you've not heard anyone talk about is making so much.
How?
It's been the most watched scripted like normal cable like TV series since it started airing by far. It's
What?
doubling.
It came out on cable?
Yeah, this was airing on the Paramount Network. Its season finale had almost 10 million viewers. That's like 4 times the amount of normal viewers like the major networks have.
Or a big PewDiePie video.
Or a big PewDiePie video. Like, it's making so much... And it was... All 4 seasons have constantly been in the top purchasing and renting things across iTunes and Google Play or whatever people use. It's literally... It's making so much cash.
This makes no sense.
And I know what you're thinking. Sam, have you met anyone who's talked about or said they've seen this show?
No, because they're all in their 70s.
That's the thing. Is I think Paramount has found the gold mine
Of old people.
of old people in middle America who love this show.
Okay, that's incredibly surprising. How on earth is it not like Mandalorian or something?
It's just yellow. No one really knows. It's just
That makes no
Yellowstone
sense.
is a huge hit.
What came out last year? Hang on.
What TV show?
Okay, WandaVision. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Well, one of those weren't. I don't think
Loki.
I don't think those have even been made.
How on earth did those not get as many views as Paramount's
Well, this is renting in
Yellowstone?
person. So people buying the show, renting episode, those all Yellowstone. I don't think WandaVision or any of the Disney Plus stuff has been able to purchase.
Yeah.
But that's like beating every cable show, every network
That just makes
show.
no sense to me. Okay. Entertainment Weekly will stop publishing print editions and will transition to being fully online. Who cares?
Why did you put that in there?
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to say that no one cares. And that's the whole point of the story is that no one cares. They're just proving to everyone that no one cares about them. MoviePass returns as a new app where you can redeem points to get free movies at participating locations. And the way to obtain those points is by paying for them or watching ads on your phone while the camera makes sure that your eyes are on the screen so that you're watching the ad. That's horrifying.
So, okay. MoviePass. If you remember MoviePass, it was a monthly subscription.
And you could see 2 movies a month.
And they mailed you a credit card.
Yeah.
And you could and if you paid monthly, you could see as many movies you wanted.
And then they reduced it to 2.
And then they reduced it to 2 because people were
Watching too many
scamming
movies.
The entire movie industry by watching 1 million films a month. Because why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
And then they realized that this business model was not sufficient, and
A horrible idea.
They went bankrupt.
Almost
and now
immediately.
They're back.
Over the course of 1 year, they lost all the money.
Yeah, pretty much. And then now they're back, and their new system is worse and horrifying and creepy.
Big Brother wants you to watch movies, guys.
So not only has this technology been in your phone the entire time, but now they're using it to track whether or not you're watching the ads. So
all very cool stuff.
Expect YouTube to maybe implement the same thing. Maybe Google in general will do it.
Buy YouTube Premium, boys.
Maybe Hulu's gonna do it. Maybe Hulu's
I'd
not gonna
love
let
that.
you watch that show at all if you don't watch those ads.
I'd love for that to happen. That would be my favorite thing. All right. Movie / TV review. Book of Mandalorian, episodes 6 and 7.
Sam, it's wrapped up.
It's a
It's
dunzo
over.
donzo.
The book is closed
The book is over. We've read all the chapters.
because there probably won't be a season 2.
Yeah.
What did you think of? We're just gonna do the show as a whole, basically.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Book of Boba Fett?
Okay. I think it had a lot of really cool ideas.
Yes.
And I think there were some really cool moments.
Yes.
But I think overall, it just felt like it was missing something.
Okay.
It felt like the coolness factor that this is a Boba Fett show. This is one of the most popular characters in all of Star Wars and one of the most underdeveloped characters in all of Star Wars. And we just see that continuing. Boba Fett has no character development aside from the flashbacks over the course of the entire show. Like okay. This is what this should have been. This should have been a 4-episode miniseries. Maybe even a movie. The first half is just all the flashbacks at once. Get those all out of the way. Do all those at once. I don't know why they cut back and forth between those for the first 2 episodes. Do that all at once. We don't need that.
Okay.
And then all the stuff that Boba Fett does for the whole rest of the show could have happened in 1 episode because he barely does anything over the course of his entire show. The Mandalorian stuff should have just been in Mandalorian season 3,
okay.
and that's really going to confuse people who didn't watch Book of
Yeah.
Boba Fett, because I know a lot of Mandalorian fans didn't watch Book of Boba Fett. Just the views alone tell us that.
Okay. Here's my thought process. When you're judging this show, first thing you do is you cut out episodes 5 and 6 because they're not even the show. It's just the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It's the season 3 prologue
Yeah.
of the Mandalorian season 3. So you just put those to the side. You're judging episodes 1, 2, 3, 4,
We don't
and
count
7.
the episodes Boba Fett isn't in.
Well, he is technically an episode.
He's
6.
mentioned
He
in
doesn't have a line of dialogue.
Yeah.
So you just cut those 2 out, put them aside. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
When we talk about Mandalorian season 3, we'll talk about those.
Yeah.
For now, you just judge those 5.
And the final episode.
This show had 2 really big things that I think that hurt it. One, Robert Rodriguez. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think he's a good director.
No.
He's made like 2 maybe
The
good
fact-
movies.
the fact that
his track record, it kind of says those were good despite him. If you look at his
The
whole
fact
filmography,
that episode of Mandalorian he directed was as good as it was as an absolute fluke, and this proves it. There's no
Well-
that just for some reason was just magically good.
And the other thing is he was an executive producer on it, and you can tell there's one major core aspect of the show of the cyborg bike riders.
They are straight out of Spy Kids.
That is literally just entirely. You can tell that's
Straight out of
entirely his
Spy
idea.
Kids. Yeah.
That was all him.
Those should not have been there. Those are weird and out of place.
It was a bad idea to have him direct the first and final episodes. I think he hurt both
And
of them.
I think that the studio and the other creative people that were involved in this process knew that those characters sucked and should not have been there, because they had no development whatsoever.
Yeah.
They show up, they get hired,
I think-
and then once they're hired, they have a collective 4 lines of dialogue.
I mean, I think they were probably okay. I think in the original script it was probably they were probably cyborg characters
yeah.
because of the way
they
Finnick
are.
Shan was fixed.
Yeah.
I think there was probably some about them.
And he,
I think
like,
they were probably
cyberpunkified
normal people, and I think he went in and he was like, "Hey, what if they rode like multicolored speeder bikes
that only go like 5 miles per hour top speed.
and they're like cool and hip and rad and young, and basically
They probably smoke cigarettes.
Can you just do some characters from Alita Battle Angel, a different movie I directed? Can you just do that, please? Thank you."
Can you just take a Spy Kids side villain and just make them in this movie, please?
Yeah, I think it was Robert Rodriguez's involvement that I think hurt it, and 2, Jon Favreau doesn't care about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Which is fine. He doesn't have to.
You don't have to care about everything.
But
yeah.
he shouldn't have written all the episodes of the show.
Yeah.
They should have gotten.
It was very clear that Boba Fett was not the main focus,
Yeah.
even though it's the Boba
He
Fett
didn't
show.
care. He didn't care really what happened to Boba Fett.
Because okay, let's analyze.
Which, again, it's fine. He doesn't have to.
Then
but then he shouldn't be in charge of writing it.
Don't be in charge of writing the show. Like Boba Fett just like doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
until the last episode.
which I was going to get to. Okay, so they should have. I'm fine with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni being in charge of the whole thing they're doing. That's fine. That's good. I'd rather them do that. But I think they should have. And this is, I think, they need to fix this with Ahsoka too, and whatever else they have coming.
Yeah.
They need to put together an actual writers' room of people and write episodes of the show with other people that isn't just because I think part of it is Jon Favreau is supposed to write every season of The Mandalorian and then also Book of Boba Fett and probably what else they're doing all by himself. Nah,
Give someone else some
help
time.
that.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem with this show is one, is its pacing. Well, its problems are its pacing and its character arcs and its general storyline.
I think, and this is just conspiracy theory. I think they kind of thought, because this is Boba Fett show, they assumed they could kind of ride a little easier on this one. Everyone would watch it anyway because it's about Boba Fett, and we can kind of just chill a little. We don't have to do everything for this one, We'll just take a little bit off, This is Boba Fett people will watch it. We don't have to do a whole lot for Boba Fett.
I think that after I watched the finale, I was thinking like, okay, if we did a season 2, what would I do? Like, what would you do for season 2 of the show? And I just realized, and then I just came up with the better version of this season in my own head with the same core elements there. They just didn't execute
Also,
it well.
we need an antagonist.
Well, we had one. The
that's
problem is
not
they were poorly set up.
incredibly lame.
Okay, here's how they should have done this. First episode. Or maybe just the first 2.
Yeah.
Just the Sand People stuff. it's just a prequel. We just set all that stuff up.
Just do it. Yeah.
What that stuff's about, and that stuff was all cool. I like that.
That was
stuff.
the best part of the show.
That was the best part of that show.
Easily the best part of the show.
You know why? Because Boba Fett grew as a character
during that
which
part.
should have been the whole show. He should have gone.
He goes from being like this egotistical bounty hunter. He gets his ego beat up real bad, and then he sort of has to come back up and get adopted by this family that he never thought he could have.
So he's a ruthless bounty hunter in Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
That's his whole thing. Eaten by the Sarlacc. Makes his way out. That should give him he should be in the headspace of, okay, I've been fighting for myself all this time. I've only cared about me. I've been doing all this violence. Look where I've ended up, right?
Yeah.
I'm now in the middle of the desert on my own with none of my stuff.
About to get eaten by some dudes.
He's taken in by the Sand People.
Yeah.
Who he learns are actually pretty nice.
And yeah, I think we can.
He helps him out.
I think we can keep the way all the Sand People stuff played out. That was all good.
And then we cut back to he's in charge of Tatooine. He's getting his empire together, and then the Pikes come in.
Yeah.
And the Pikes are just ruthless. They're just killing everybody just to get what they want.
Here's where I think we should make the first change.
Already there.
Here's where we should make the first change. We don't need the mayor.
No, yeah, shut
Just
up.
make the Pikes in charge.
Yeah, just put them in
They
charge.
were already in charge. The mayor doesn't need to be a character.
Just have a thing where it was like they were paying off before
the local crime lords that were also already in the show, further making the mayor completely pointless.
Right. Bring in Cad Bane. Cad Bane is the episode 3 tease instead of the episode 6 tease.
And he's the main man of Bib Fortuna, because Bib Fortuna
no,
didn't have a main man.
You can still make him he's the big man of the Pikes.
Yeah.
But you just...
Or either one, yeah.
And that gives a face to the villain.
Yeah.
Because... And then you do some stuff...
Because there was nothing threatening about the Pikes.
Yeah, no.
At all.
They were just goofy-looking goofballs.
Yeah, literally, Cobb Vanth was literally just stopping all of them, basically by himself with minimal effort.
Yeah. Cad Bane should have been there from the start. They should have more linked into their history together, because they do from the Clone Wars.
We should have seen one flashback of them together.
Mm-hmm.
And it should have been that deleted
scene.
Clone Wars scene made live action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his whole character arc throughout the show should have been learning to be a nice guy. Like, he's in his nice palace, he's trying to help everybody, but his past is calling to him through the form of Cad Bane, who's like, it's me, your old pal. You're gonna go back to killing everybody and getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he's got like internal conflict. He has to grow as a character and at the end overcome.
He has to choose to pick the people of Tatooine over the Pikes and the money.
Yeah, he's got to do that. And he's got Fennec Shan there, who is like his moral compass, because he's like, I saved this person.
Yeah.
And they're also kind of a good person, and we both need to grow together.
Okay, that was another thing. She's just like randomly a good person now.
Yeah.
She was like definitely just like another.
We have him grow as a character over the course of the show, and throughout the show, as he's assembling his empire, he learns that unlike Jabba or any of the other people he's worked with, who have entirely employed people and gotten to join to their cause through fear, he can do it by making a positive difference. And that should have been his
the
arc.
people of Tatooine have to sort of learn to trust him back.
Yeah,
they've never had a ruler like that before.
Yeah.
They say that that's happening. We never see that. Aside from the one lady who owns the like brothel or whatever, we never see that.
Yeah, and then you have, and then you can have on top of that internal conflict, you have his past with his father, Jango Fett.
Yeah.
Who was also terrible, but was nice to him as a kid.
Yeah.
And then you can be like, well, my father wasn't the best person either, but I can become the better version of him. And then characters grow and they change, and it's a better show.
Yeah.
And cut out those Mandalorian episodes.
Also,
just make them in the Mandalorian.
He needs to like actually have an empire. Oh my laptop's dead. It's gonna be phone audio from this point on out.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to like have an empire. His empire, as of current, consists of
one Wookiee,
and
some biker gang,
5 kids, and some of Mando's friends.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, like again, he builds up his empire throughout the course of the show.
But all we see is
because of his growth
he
as a person.
He talks to the one Twi'lek woman. He's like, "Hey, you cool?" And
his empire, we're cool. His empire could grow over the course of the show, along with his character growing.
Yeah,
that should have been the whole idea. But it just wasn't. And they tried to force that in at the end with Cad Bane.
And it didn't really work.
They were like, he was like, what, are you gone soft now? And I'm like,
We've barely seen that. Was that the point of the show? Is that what we're going for?
He's going soft.
Should have seen that. Should have seen him grown. Why is he
seen that soft? Because he butchered those stormtroopers
instead of him becoming the leader of Tatooine because he saw people struggling and wanted to help them.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing people struggling and taking advantage of them like he used to, he literally the only explanation for why he does it. He's like, I think the people I used to work for idiots, so no, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's a poor motivation for a guy who's putting his life on the line for a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's just poorly written and set up. It's just
dumb. It just wasn't a good setup.
It just makes me mad when I could have done it better, and I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I feel like there were a lot of cool scenes, there were a lot of cool parts. The final episode, I think, was good.
It was fine.
I think it was good. I think that some of the directing was bad.
Again, Robert Rodriguez is not. Yeah. I don't think he's a good director.
Like, you know that one sniper girl who has literally the only contribution she makes is having a sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Her acting, I don't know who she is. I don't know if this was Robert Rodriguez's fault or on her. She's literally the most stilted actor I've seen since episode 2 of Star Wars.
And again, the best stuff from this show was the stuff that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni obviously care about.
The Mandalorian stuff.
And just again, that should have just been in that. I don't know why it was here. It interrupted the show. It took time away from stuff that needed more work and development.
Yeah.
Remember after 4, we were perfectly set up for the rest.
The flashbacks were over. Yeah. The Pikes are coming. He's got to build this empire up, and then Mandalorian season.
And then Mandalorian season 3 starts, and then he just cut back.
They accidentally swapped the Blu-rays.
We're just wrapping that all up in 40 minutes. Gotta get this over with so we can get back to the stuff and care about.
Massive spoiler alert: Grogu picking Mando over Luke should not have been in Book of Boba Fett.
No, that's way too big of a
Mandalorian. That's way too big
because the entire
of a reveal.
And again, I know they want these to tie in. They're trying to do a Marvel. Yeah. It's obvious they're trying to do a Marvel. Their plan is to do all these shows. Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Ahsoka. Used to be Rangers of the Republic. That's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
but if that was all going to build up to what they're obviously doing is building up all these characters, bringing them all in from Clone Wars and Rebels, and they're going to have a big story arc that's either a mini series or I think they're going to make it a theatrical movie.
Yeah.
Which is the war for the planet Mandalore against Thrawn. They're obviously doing Thrawn as the big bad. That's where they're going.
Yeah.
Right? And he's summoned up his stuff from the unexplored regions. But that's fine if you're building to that. But use this first season of Book of Boba Fett to build all that up. And then you can have him build up his empire, and then they have reinforcements, more characters you can bring in when you do the big finale. It's just it was lazily constructed, and they haphazardly set up for a season 2. At the end, Book of Boba Fett's who else is gonna do this if we don't? Yeah. It's all right. What are you gonna introduce a guy who's gonna compete with him for the crime lord seat?
Yes, we'll just keep doing. I don't think it'll get a season.
No, I don't think it will either. I don't think care.
I don't think it was set up in a way where it needs a season 2. They hinted that maybe I'd put one together.
You could do stuff with season 2. You could bring characters in. I think if they're going to do a season 2, I think.
Okay, who else is left on Tatooine that we know of?
I think what they would do is they would bring in
Watto's coming back.
I would have loved to see Watto. That would have been fun.
Nah, he's dead for sure.
He's definitely dead, and he's
Cad Bane should also have been dead.
Terrible slave owner character Watto, but he's a goofy bug man, so it's okay. Don't clip that.
So a lot of people were complaining about the way Cad Bane looks because he doesn't look the same as he does in Clone Wars.
Yeah,
That's a dumb criticism. Here's the correct criticism of his appearance. We've seen others of his species in Star Wars before, and they do look different. They don't look the same. They look closer. They don't look like they do in Clone Wars. Yeah. What is his species called?
You would know this, not me.
Duros. So we see them in the bar in episode 4.
Oh yeah, they're right there. I see.
Yeah, wait, where is it? Let's just go images. Yeah. These two right here.
Yeah.
These two dudes clearly look very different from this.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he just has a smaller head.
I mean,
it looks different from
here's
Clone Wars.
Why they did it. They did it because real humans' faces aren't that long, and they need his mouth to be able to move.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because they had like that. One of those. Okay, go back to the old ones. That's one because those were from an older thing. and where they had just the big prosthetic heads. And the
Yeah,
mouths.
these are just clearly just.
It was basically a helmet.
Yeah.
And then with this, they had to put an actual
They had to make a
actor in
man
there,
be
and
able
they
to make
did,
it
like
work.
an animatronic. I remember, presumably it's CGI most of it, but they had to get it to like be geometrically proportional to a guy's face. I mean, he looks fine.
Who asked
Honestly,
this? Who asked this?
idiots. Sam.
Are you stupid?
Absolute moron.
This man has no nose. Why would you think they're the same? Yeah, I'm ignoring this. Anyways, yeah.
And honestly, okay, it's not really, guys. Of all
It's
the
not
things
that
to
big of a
complain
deal.
about from
Yeah,
the show,
it's really. It was cool to just see him in.
it was cool to see him. I'm glad he showed up.
I'm glad he was in.
Should have had a
I
bigger
didn't think that was
role.
gonna happen.
Should have played into Boba Fett's character arc if he had one at all, but
Should have
whatever.
done a little more than nah. You're stupid, Boba Fett. Oh,
Showed up, shot one guy in the shoulder and left,
and died.
and then got stabbed and died.
You're stupid, Boba Fett. Your daddy doesn't love you. Stabbed also.
Stabbed, dead.
Yes, I'm dead.
Yeah, I saw everyone being like, "Oh, dang, they killed Cad Bane," and I'm like, he was elderly.
He was okay. How old was he? He was over 100, I think.
Yeah, he was very old.
How old was Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett?
Roughly 7.
There's no way he was 71 years old. Hold up, hold up, hold up. In Bad Batch.
Just go to his Wikipedia page.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so during the events of A New Hope, he's 62 years
Yeah.
old. So how long is regular Star Wars?
I
6
think-
years, I think?
I think the original trilogy, it's 2 years in between, or it's either 2 or 3 between 4 and 5, and then 1 year between 5 and 6. And then Mandalorian is 8 years after the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, so he'd have to be well into his 80s then. Yeah,
Hmm.
62 plus
No, he'd be in his
plus
70s.
2.
It's like 13 years. He'd be in his 70s.
Yeah, I guess he would be in his 70s. Whatever, the point is, he's a very old man.
It's fine. But that's not the problem with the show. The problem
Yeah.
is the way it was set up, its character development, or its lack thereof, its direction, its general
It had a lot
length
of
and
cool.
pacing
There were a lot of cool stuff happened. A lot of stuff the fans really wanted to see.
of a different show.
Yeah, but then there was just
Yeah, it's
some stuff just wasn't there. It just didn't. It just wasn't.
it didn't work. It was a bad idea.
It wasn't a bad idea. It was
Well,
just not done the best.
you could have
way.
done the show set up.
It
Good
wasn't.
setup for
It
the
wasn't
character.
even bad. It just could have been
much better. Yeah. I didn't really enjoy it at all.
Like okay, if we didn't get the Mandalorian, if that had never if we had never seen that show, this would be the coolest thing ever.
This would be a solid C grade.
This would be amazing.
I don't think it would.
If we had never
Well,
seen.
but you have to count out all of episodes 5 and 6, and then half of 7.
Yeah, let's just assume he's not in the show.
Yeah.
Let's
Like
just,
it's like
let's
it's
just
just
substitute
6
it
episodes.
with some other event that would have been just as cool. Let's just pretend like something else that would have been just as cool happens there, right?
Mhm.
The show would have been great.
I
I
don't
thought it
think
was
so.
super cool.
It's
because
because it's
we-
still missing basic elements.
But because we've seen Mandalorian and how good a Star Wars show a live action Star Wars show can be, that's like peak.
Which is general,
Peak television.
well-written television in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. We would have thought that this was much better, but because we've seen what a near perfect Star Wars show looks like, this looks a lot.
I mean,
worse.
this gets a passing grade. It happened.
Yeah, this is like a solid C plus.
Yeah.
Mandalorian is like an A plus.
Yeah. Mandalorian gets an A.
That's the
This gets a C.
Mandalorian is the kid who studies way too much and like aces the SAT test. Book of Boba Fett was like the guy.
I'll
who
just wing it, and then I'll
Yeah,
still
he
have
just
the
wings
homework
it. He
from
still
the...
passes.
He still half
He
his
gets
homework.
into the college he wanted to, but like he doesn't care.
He
that
stole half
much.
his homework from the smart kid, and then just winged the rest.
Yeah,
of it.
he literally just like stole some of the homework from the smart kid and then just sort of like threw together a conclusion that sort of made up for the rest of it. A little bit.
Yeah, it's just. I hope the rest of because they're doing just 4 more live action Star Wars shows.
I think
this year?
Ahsoka's gonna be better.
Ahsoka.
It has so much more potential.
Ahsoka-
This was very limited in its potential. It only could have been so.
I don't even think it was. I think they just didn't execute any of their ideas well.
I think that was a problem, but I think Tatooine is too limited of a place.
Yeah, I don't know why we keep going.
There's a
back to
lot of
Tatooine.
limits when you're on.
Boba Fett has no connection. It should not have been Tatooine. He has
Yeah.
no connection to Tatooine.
Other than knowing who Jabba the Hutt
Oh yeah,
was.
other than I guess there was a
He
guy
worked
here.
did he even work for Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, he did when he went to go get Han,
But that was it. Most of the time,
and
was
then he
working
just
for
kind of
Darth
hung
Vader.
around after that.
Yeah, for most of his career during the
He
Empire.
also worked for Vader.
He was working for Vader. Yeah, he
Yeah.
only worked for Jabba the Hutt for that one job,
Yeah,
and like maybe the job before that.
and I know why they did it. It was because Tatooine is Tatooine.
It's 'cause
and
place you know,
Tatooine.
yeah.
But anyway, no, because we also have Andor this year, Obi-Wan this year. Mando season 3 is coming out this year.
Andor's
Bad Batch season
Okay.
2 is coming out this
I
year.
care about Mandor and
Mandor? Mandor?
I do not care about Andor at all. I think
You'll
it's-
watch it
I think it'll be one of the best shows they've done.
just because no one cares.
Because for one, no one cares, and for two, that character has a lot.
Yeah, you can
of
literally just
potential.
do anything.
We know nothing about
His
that.
name is Cassian
other than
Andor,
his name is Cassian.
and at one point
he's
he's
friends with a
reprogrammed
big tall robot,
Yeah.
and he had a sad childhood. That's all we know about him.
Yeah, I think that you could literally just do anything.
You could do it. You could make it as good or as bad as
You
want.
could just literally just do like any idea you throw.
The
at
whole
it.
show could have been him just like pooping, and we have no idea. We don't know who this guy is. We know nothing about this guy.
Yeah, so I think that one that has potential, and then Obi-Wan. We're going straight from Tatooine
Back
more
to Tatooine,
stuff.
my favorite.
Can
Star
we
Wars planet.
please, for the love of God,
Stop.
if Ahsoka
Deserts.
if Ahsoka
Deserts.
at no point goes to Tatooine during her show, I will applaud. I'll say it's the best thing Star Wars has ever done because we would have just gone to Tatooine for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Has every Star Wars movie at one point gone to Tatooine? 1 did, 2 did, 3 did, 4 did, 5 didn't. 5 gets a point. 6 didn't. 6 gets a point.
None of the sequels.
7 went to Jakku, which is basically the same thing.
But they didn't return to Jakku after that.
8 they didn't, and then 9 they did at the very
Where
end.
did they go to?
At the very
Oh
end.
no!
And then,
Oh yeah.
and then they also went to Pisana, which was also just Tatooine.
Yeah.
I love them
It's
deserts.
really lame. I love the desert.
Of all the places to
Favorite
pick, just do a
You have
different
an
environment.
infinite galaxy,
Just
and you keep going to
like
the desert.
Remember in the original trilogy, they went to like the Arctic on Hoth, or they
Yeah.
went to the woods in episode 6.
There are other environments.
There are other things.
There are other environments.
At least, like even in episode 1, they went to like the underwater Naboo city or whatever.
Yeah, let's see
Coruscant.
some more cool underwater stuff. We have like Camino,
Or
which
just do
sucks.
anything else. That's why Clone Wars was always so.
They had such varied.
because
Every planet they went
every
to
planet was
had
different.
a different culture,
It was,
a different
yeah, it was much
environment.
more
It was
visually
really cool.
appealing.
Yeah.
And then compared to the movies where every 5 seconds
Anyways.
is a blue lightsaber and
Yeah.
a desert planet.
Book of Boba Fett, I give a solid.
I would
5 out of 10. It was very mid.
I mean, I guess it gets a C plus because they did the 2 episodes of The Mandalorian they did were pretty good.
Yeah.
They were
Okay, yeah,
pretty
no,
good
let's rate
Mandalorian
it
episodes.
with though, because we were talking about the whole time without those 2 episodes.
Yeah,
With those 2 episodes, 6, a solid 6.5.
Yeah, if I ever go back and watch any of this, it'll just
I will
be
only
those
watch
2.
those 2 episodes.
I won't even bother
Really
to
do
do
that
that.
matter.
I mean, maybe episode
Maybe
7.
the last one. The last one's
Because
pretty.
there's Mandalorian
Okay,
stuff.
I will
in it.
admit, the last one when he rides that Rancor, that was really cool.
But again, cool stuff, poorly executed.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez,
They finally
Bad
turned on the
director.
jetpacks they've been wearing the whole time.
they never ever use. Where does Boba Fett get rockets to replace the one he shoots out?
I think he just has extras.
Does he just have like a bucket in his space? He must just have a bucket.
he
on
probably
his
just
space.
has a crate of rockets.
It just
I mean,
goes-
you remember Hondo just like was walking around with like crates of missile launchers
Yes.
in Clone Wars. He just had those.
Oh, they're gonna bring him back, aren't they?
I want Hondo back so bad, and I want him to not be Rebels Hondo. I want Clone Wars
It's gonna be
Hondo
Rebels
back.
Honda.
Rebels Hondo sucked.
He was a goofy.
He was just
boy.
like doink doink. I got the pig friend. Doink,
I mean,
doink,
it was like
doink.
that in Clone Wars. He just had the pirates there also.
No, in Clone Wars, he literally was just Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
But like Star Wars Jack Sparrow, and that was the best thing ever. He was like, "Hey, I might drug you and kill you. I might give you rocket launches. Who knows? I'm a wacky man." And then Rebels, he's like, "I sell a pigs."
Sam,
What?
it's gonna be Obi-Wan.
Doing what?
Because they're like friends in Clone Wars.
But what would he do?
He'd just be there
Why?
because fans know who he is.
No, I don't think they would do that.
If Dave Filoni was involved,
I think
he'd be
he'll.
there.
Does he die in Rebels? I don't think he
No,
does.
he doesn't. He's fine.
He'll be in Ahsoka.
He'll be in Ahsoka. Yeah.
He'll be in Ahsoka.
That's what I'm saying.
But I want him to be in Ahsoka. But I want him to be cool.
Ahsoka is just gonna be Rebels season 5.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be more
Live
Rebels.
action though, yeah.
And
No,
Ahsoka is
I
there.
want Hondo in Ahsoka. And I want him to not be lame.
Because they're doing
stupid
Sabine,
idiot Hondo. I wanna be cool Hondo.
they're probably doing Hera.
You think
they're
they'll?
doing
You
Ezra
think they'll
and
bring
Thrawn.
back the
Dulce.
Disneyland Hondo?
What?
Yeah. Okay. You know how Disneyland's.
Oh, right! That's how we know he survives Clone Wars is because the Disneyland is canonically between episodes 8 and 9. And he
Oh,
owns,
so he's still
owns
alive.
that
Like
planet.
he's still 100% alive.
He owns the planet that Disneyland takes place at.
That's gonna be canonically confusing if he shows up ever.
Maybe the. Oh! Sam.
What?
Oh my god. What if they go to his planet and an episode of Ahsoka's basically just the Disneyland ad? They're like, wow, Hondo, look at your really cool Coca-Cola themed Star Wars drinks, Hondo.
Okay. If they
do that,
if there's an episode of Ahsoka where they fly to Hondo planet
and he's
and he's like, "Hey, have a Coke," that would be actually great.
Honestly, that'd be the best thing Star Wars ever
And
did.
Ahsoka's just like, "What on earth is this?" He goes, "It's Coca-Cola."
And he's like,
"What?"
And then he's like, look at my Millennium Falcon ride. And he's like, how do you have the Millennium Falcon? He's like, it's a ride. Go in it.
"Go in the ride." Okay, that would.
Build your own lightsaber.
No,
Build
okay,
your
okay.
lightsaber
Listen. If in Star Wars, Hondo canonically owns a theme park based on the heroes of the rebellion,
That would be kind of cool.
that would be genius.
That'd be a good idea.
Not only would it be genius because it would be hilarious, and it's Hondo, so it makes perfect sense. If anyone would do that, if anyone is scummy enough to do
That'd be
that,
Hondo.
it's Hondo. And if they if he actually has a Millennium Falcon ride, because in the Star Wars, we know that like everyone knows, and
Yeah,
they
'cause of
see that as
Force
a symbol of
Awakens.
freedom. Because in the Force Awakens,
Well, no, they think it's a piece of junk.
No, but Rey thinks like, oh, that you flew the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
That's so cool. You're a hero of the rebellion. Everyone, I'm a dirt farmer, and I know that.
And what you could do is do like, it's like you know how episode 8 was a lot about like the people of the galaxy's perception of what it was? Do it like that, where the Falcon isn't like the Falcon we know, it's like what people think
And
it
then it would
was.
also
So it's like this grand
recontextualize
starship.
the Disney park too,
Yeah.
as that is Hondo's theme
Yeah.
park of Star Wars.
Because Disney is just using...
That's genius. And the self-commentary you could do in that with that too is just
I think they might fire
such a
Dave Filoni
funny
for making
idea.
fun of staying at this
That
Disneyland,
would
though.
be the best thing ever. I
Give
want
us
that.
a
I
call,
want that.
Dave.
Call.
We got
Dave,
some
Dave,
ideas that
Dave.
we're putting publicly
Hear
on the
me
internet
out,
for you to steal.
Dave. Hear me out, buddy.
Okay.
I really hope this is one of those we made a joke and it becomes
When
real
it becomes
situations.
reality thing.
All right.
What was the last thing that happened to?
To who?
What was the last time that happened? Didn't it just have where we said a thing? as
Santa
a
Claus,
joke?
I think, was the last
It
one.
was Santa Claus. Where we were like, haha, funny, do Santa Claus for?
It's a real thing.
And now it's a real thing.
And then there was the the Michael Bay produced Dora the Explorer reboot. That became real.
That became. I don't think we did that while the show was a thing.
Yeah, that was before. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right.
Disney make the Hondo thing real.
Thank you everybody for listening to this episode.
Sorry, the second half of the audio was bad because it's on my phone.
Catch us next week where we'll talk about the Super Bowl ads.
Yep, we're doing a tier list. We're doing a tier list of all the
Sam
Super Bowls.
has just wholeheartedly committed to this idea.
It's gonna be so great. All right,
Should we?
bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.